Hello everyone, I'm just getting you up on the telly. Well, me up on the telly. Spontaneous Soul Fam Sunday. Oh, I don't seem to be there yet. There we are. Right. I don't know. There we are. Oh, I don't know if anyone's about, but doesn't really matter. As you can see, I'm in my favourite place, my bed. I just felt called to come on. Yeah, like it as you come in, please. Thanks whoever done that. And hello, one new subscriber. I think we lost one and we've gained one again. That's what happens. We lose and we gain people as we become our true selves. Oh, hello, Angela. How are you? So yes, I'm going to do some collective messages first, and then I'll do some personal messages for donations. But I don't know, I'm going to feel into it because I'll just see, do however many I feel like doing. There's not normally like, well, sometimes there isn't any, but there's not normally too many anyway. But I might cop out a bit and read some of the long-winded ones from the book, if I can't be arsed channeling purely the whole message. But you know me, I'll always chip in. So if you don't know me, I will chip in more. But full disclosure. So also, I have been watching sad fucking films all day, and up until I put myself on the telly, I had Marley and Me on, which really ain't going to help. If you've ever seen Marley and Me, and if you've ever owned dogs, Angela, you're going to feel me on that. Wow. So clearly, because I'm a collective channel, obviously people, whoever can access this. So it can mean in the sense of YouTube, but I mean, I'm a channel for the divine, specifically for twin flames, and obviously anyone else can get help from it, and healing. And also that's important to know that whatever it is I'm saying, even if it seems like I'm blethering the biggest load of shite, right? I'm a Reiki master teacher, I'm a shamanic healer, went through all the rings of fire. I activate light codes in people. I'm a life coach, I'm a counselor. Apparently you need my whole fucking resume here. There's stuff that I forget to say half the time. I channel my own type of astrology, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm also a medium. Yeah. And anything else I left out. I can also heal actual kids, but not on this channel because I swear a lot. So anyway, and people's inner child. But basically, yeah, Marley and Me is really, really sad. So I'll watch, I might just sack that actually. But yeah, over the past couple of days, I've been guided to very sad films. So clearly what I'm saying is it's like I'm being guided to purge out emotions for me or other people, because I'm used to clear for the collective, for the world, because a lot of people don't know what collective means, by the way. Sorry if I miss people coming in, I'll go back and I'll look. And yeah, obviously I'm guided to clear stuff for myself, for my own union, for my clients, for when friends or family are in pain, I can feel their stuff. I mean, literally, this isn't an example of that, but like late last night, and I've just been like, say, I really felt I needed to rest this weekend. And a lot of weekends, by the way, I do just spend half the weekend in my bed. But I mean, like, I didn't even go outside, and I'm definitely not going outside tomorrow because it's not a heat wave. It's a bit fucking dramatic. I'm sure it was hotter the other week there. Anyway, what am I trying to say? Yeah, a friend I haven't spoke to for months and months and months who lives away crossed my mind, and I thought, oh, maybe she's going to tell me something. And I could feel it was something about marriage as well. I thought, oh, maybe she's engaged. And it was so funny. She popped up like an hour later saying, oh, I'm coming up for my pal's wedding. I was like, so funny. So again, I feel that's just a wee example of when I do get going with the activate, awaken, and amplify your clairs, your psychic senses. That's just a wee example of how it works for me. It's like a passing thought. But and even now, even though I've been like this my whole life, it's got stronger. It's like sometimes I miss, what that's all about. And I was like, oh God, that really did freak me out. But and also, by the way, I'm meant to be running that tomorrow, but I didn't realize it was quite going to be that hot. Like, so that could be really quite uncomfortable. To be honest with you, I think I feel like it's possibly going to be that I'll build up to it to do it next Monday. I am very spontaneous, and it was a spontaneous thing. So basically, what I'm going to say is, if there's enough people that want to do it, because I gave very late notice, then I will do it. But I dare say definitely people in the UK probably aren't going to be up for that, because I think it's going to be a really, might do maybe a distraction. But anyway, we'll just play that by ear. But it'll definitely be running from next Monday, and the one I'm most excited about is the Lionsgate portal, the 8th, because that is a Monday, and I just intuitively was like, yeah, Mondays I want to do it. That's really my night that I've got free, and so I feel it's really, whatever you do, it's going to be building up to. I wouldn't even be surprised if I put off all the other Mondays and it's just for the Lionsgate, but whatever. So it gives people a wee bit more warning if you want to do that. Then, right, is that all the housework out the way? Yeah, so basically, just to warn you, I watched Me Before You earlier. It's a film I've always avoided watching because I obviously guessed it was going to be gut-wrenchingly, heartbreakingly sad, and holy fucking mother balls, it was. I was fucking sobbing, hyperventilating. I don't think I've cried that much since The Sister's Keeper, and I watched that years ago. So really, really fucking beautiful film. I don't even think I've processed it enough to channel about it, but who am I kidding? Probably am gonna. I've sincerely hope that isn't relevant to anybody else's union, because it's about, somebody that's paralysed from the neck down, and they fall in love, like, the care and fit, but it's just, oh my God, so fucking sad. But really, really beautiful. So I watched that earlier. That was nice and cheery. Not. But it was a beautiful film. I'm glad, do you know what? So there's something in everything I say has got something to do with this. There's something about, you might surprise yourself, because I'd always swerved that because it was sad, but that doesn't make sense because I love sad love film. I love fucking, and especially in Pisces Moon, right? This is hashtag all the feels. It's definitely when it hits my chart. This is when I don't even say super duper, but super duper emotional is what I just heard. And what else? It's also when I'm psychic detective. So we've got some of the psychic detective cards going on today. What the fuck? I'm hearing the weirdest song lyrics. I just heard Eminem. I just heard like I just heard sweaty palms, and then I heard the line out that wasn't something Pat sweaty. Oh, I can't even remember. But it's so nervous. Yeah, I'm feeling a nervous energy. So that's why I know that happens when I'm channeling, but I just quite like to get rid of it. It's like, again, I want to check in. So let's do some personal reads if anyone's up for that. If you missed me saying that, if anyone wants to donate at any point, I'll get around to that after I do the collective one. So you might have a bit of a wait. I foresee I'm going to be here about 90 minutes. It could even be 2 hours, but I've set an alarm for 90 minutes. Yeah, might get quite emotional around here if I start reliving the downloads that I got from these films. Yeah. Now, is it lose yourself? Does he say something about my palms are sweaty? Something? Oh, I don't know. Right. Oh, also, oh my God, I'm going to have to, I wrote things down. I woke up with songs in my head today. Now, see, look, I know what they're doing. Even if the Clairs doesn't run tomorrow, they're giving you examples of how the Clair, how my Clairs work. And it drives me nuts sometimes, like, for myself or for other people or whatever I'm going to be doing on here. And like, I literally woke up this morning and it was so weird. Like, they were singing a song to me that I haven't even heard that many times. And so I thought it was another song. And then when I realized, I thought, oh no, that's not that song, it's this song. And I don't know, actually, it might even be by the same band. But so I'll just tell you them both because it'll be relevant to someone. But it was, before it was another line I kept hearing, but it was like, it's Picture This, it's called Take My Hand, right? And it's like the line out of it I kept hearing is like, be my friend, but secretly, I'm not going to sing it, but secretly, I did sing it, but it's like, it's be my friend, but secretly like me. And it's something about, I like the way your hair falls in the summer. It's basically like, I like everything about you, right? And it's kind of like, but, so that, listen to it, it'll be something to do with someone on here. It's a nice wee song. And then, but I actually thought it was this other song that I've channeled before called Unconditional. I think that, oh wait a minute, I'm going to need to check who that's by. Like you can say, I've not known these songs for ages. Well, I might need to look at my screenshots because it felt important because they like woke me up singing these songs. Right. Oh, Empty Space, James Arthur as well. That, because that is one about, like, you know, you're not in every window I look through, and I don't miss you. You're not in every single thing I do. I'm not singing it, by the way. I don't think we're meant to be, and you're not the missing piece. I won't hear it whenever anybody mentions your name. I won't feel it even when I'm bursting into flames. Flames, don't need to explain that. I don't regret the day I left, and I don't believe that I was blessed. I'm probably lying to myself again. I'm alone in my head, right? I think that's self-explanatory. Somebody's feeling like that. Where's these other ones? It's just fucking sad songs, man. Right, Unconditional. Right, here it is. It's called, picture this as a band. It's called Unconditional. So don't get mixed up with Katy Perry, although that is relevant to this journey too. Right, baby, I wish I could take this feeling and put it away somewhere safe till we need it. Unconditional. I'm so afraid of losing your love. That's what I kept channeling before. That wasn't the line I was hearing though. That's it. Be my friend, but secretly like me. And what they were specifically telling me was somebody's friend. So whatever team you bat for, if you're same-sex orientated, that, but you know, if it's a man and a woman, that, whatever, your friend fancies you, basically. So that's not for everyone, because most of us haven't seen our twin flames in like fucking 10 years, 5 years, whatever. So that's someone that you spend a lot of time with. I actually feel I know, by the way. I do feel it as somebody that works for me. So, and I think they'll know who they are. And it won't, that's not much of a revelation. Have I just flashed my fucking bank cards to you? It's all right. You can't see it all. It's be my friend, but secretly like me. I want to catch you staring and make you go all red. I love the way your hair falls in the summer. I'll treat you like your father treats your mother. That was making me laugh. Not everybody's fucking father treats their mother very nice. You know what I mean? Fucking brilliant if they do, but you know what I mean? That's too funny. Right, let's crack on with this. I think that was, oh yes, and in that film, that song Unsteady is in that film that I was watching, and I love that. I'm a little unsteady. I can't sing that either. But yes, I felt that was just about, that's definitely about communication coming forward for people, and they're not feeling ready, but they're going to do it anyway. Right. Oh fuck, what was I going to have here? Right, so this is so I can see that. Right, I think is that everything? Yes, I don't want to channel anymore about that right now. If I have to, I will. Right, so these are the cards that I pulled from the healing deck. I feel I need to mention name for the collective, and then I'll get in a bigger collective message, and then I'll just keep an eye out. If you donate, tell me please, otherwise I'll miss it. Right. And like when you come in, please, and share it with any other twinny flamies you know that might want help. Of course, you can share it with another twin flame, but probably not, because then they might fucking subscribe and unsubscribe because it's another vibe. I don't want it to be like, give me a card, please, all these fucking cheeky bastards that come on. Do you know what I mean? I sift that out when I was on Facebook Live. We're not having that around here, in case you're new. So, right. Hello, Charlotte. Okay, doke. Marley Me is heart wrenching. It absolutely fucking is, Angela. Don't know why I'm doing that to myself. Might not. Do you know what I've done as well? There's a bit of a theme. So, right. Oh, this is the other weird thing that's happened. So, one day I mentioned the day before, right? And then it literally was on the movie channel the next again day. I was like, you're shitting me. And then it was weird because I realized it was on the TV because it revolves around the 15th of July. So I do feel there was some sort of communication going on with a twin flame couple. I don't even call it couple, but whatever connection on the 15th of July there. Because the whole film's centered around 15th of July, and obviously that's why they put it on the 15th of July. But the crazy thing is, again, that's what they're showing you my clairvoyance. I didn't know that was going to be on, and literally, I think I've actually got the DVD, but I'm sure I sort of dumped all my DVDs when I've moved house, and I'd actually probably only watched it once, but it's interesting because I did mention it, I think, on that big 4-hour live that a friend of mine had said. She's really psychic and she knows, she knows me and my one. And anyway, that film, she was, oh, that's like that film. And then, yeah, basically that just kind of blew me away that film was on. But anyway, that film's fucking heartbreaking as well. So I just turned it off before the inevitable happened. I left it at the nice bit. Talk about running away from reality. That's the shadow side of Pisces moon right now, by the way. It's like, we'll just leave it at the happy ending. So yes, all these films don't have very happy endings. So what I'm getting from that is there's people out there that are just really caught up in the feels and the sadness of what this journey can bring. And that's fine. If you're there, you have to allow yourself to be there, divine feminine or divine masculine. And as soon as you're not meant to be there, you won't be there anymore. That was very profound, but again, we're just working with what we've got today, right? Sometimes when I'm tired and sleepy, it's the best messages. So because it's not me, I'm just passing them on using my unique perspective, right? Okay, let's see before I get into these. I can tell when it's everything I need to say from all the stuff that I got myself because it slows down a bit. So the long and short of that is, if you want to do the Claire Zooms, if you were, I was going to start tomorrow, but I'm more feeling it's like a week tomorrow because I didn't give a lot of people a lot of notice. It doesn't always matter, but just let me know. And also I might change it from a Monday if it seems inconvenient, but we are definitely doing the 8th of August because that's the Lions portal. So don't make plans in the Lions portal. Unless they're here. I'm only joking. Right, so, but you are going to miss out, seriously. It's total magic every time I do anything on the Lionsgate portal. And I don't know if to get my shit together to do a public thing. I'll just do it with my group. So just saying. Right. Love Marley Me had just put Erin Brockovich. That's one I've never fancied, by the way. I always turn it off because so really watch it at some point. Went live at 222 my oh, I've seen that earlier. And hello Lexi, how are you doing? Yeah, palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Yeah, that's it, Lexi. My comments just saying, sorry, no service. Rough me around. Rough me around. What are you talking about? You bringing in the filthy songs again? I was channeling them the other day. Oh my God. Right, okay. So these are the messages. Yes, no, I'm looking forward, Angela. Like I say, I'll be doing the Claire Zooms before that, but I'm looking forward to that one coming up. Right, so we've got stay positive, right? Hard to do if you're feeling like shit, right? So I'm gathering someone's feeling like shit. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me be optimistic and take the appropriate action steps that support my health. So again, I really do feel like, you know, if you're not aware of this, Pisces moon is when we can feel just our absolute lowest, to be honest. It's really magical, right? Pisces moon, if you've got that, is like very psychic. But if you haven't really been paying attention to your spiritual hygiene or at all, you're going to be just a sponge for everybody else's shit, everybody else's feelings. You could be very secretive about that as well, especially men out there that are Pisces moon, because it literally is just feeling everything, you know what I mean? Like I've known, you know, clients and people around me that are Pisces moon, a lot of women, a lot of men as well. And it's, it's just a very sensitive soul is what I would say. Sensitive souls are Pisces moons. But for us as a whole collective, when the moon is in Pisces, the moon is our feelings, it's our intuition. So it can often be our hidden feelings. It can be like your kind of secret self is what I was hearing there, and more because that's the 12th house which rules Pisces. It's Neptune, and it's you know, very dreamy, very mystical, very romantic. It's absolutely twin flames and soulmates, all that kind of stuff. And definitely like what I've been doing today is like so textbook Pisces moon, which is usually what my guides and God and the divine get me to do, you know what I mean? It's all things that are like, now my eyes are being drawn to the film The Vow, you know, and that's absolutely probably one of my favorite ones, but it's definitely one of my favorite. There's too many to mention though. But it's, you know, all these kind of films, chick flicks, are very Pisces moon. The Notebook, all these kind of ones. But it can also be when we are humbled by God, by the divine. I just got, my eyes got drawn to Jesus, and I'm laughing because the last card is Jesus, because I pulled these before I came on. So again, and Jesus is about forgiveness, you know what I mean? It's about unconditional love, it's about forgiveness. Look how many people shat on him and he forgave, you know what I'm saying? I'm modernizing it for you people that might be put off by using these kind of words, but it's true, you know what I mean? And twin flames are very much to do with Jesus and Mary Magdalene. Again, you can go and sort of look up all that yourself as well. But basically, there's something about hashtag all the feels kind of nails it. And being, I just keep seeing, like, what I always say, it's kind of like when life brings you down to your knees. Now, sometimes it can be literally, sometimes that can be with gratitude, like you're crying tears of joy. But I kind of more feel it's like when people are at their wits' end. So I do really feel a lot of people are exhausted or at their wits' end about the twin flame journey. So hopefully that isn't you, but I know there is going to be some people. I don't expect people to be like, oh yeah, that's totally me in the chat. That's when I get the messages afterwards or the emails. So as long as you're getting the message, that's what matters. Right. So home help. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage to ask for and accept help from you, the angels and others, and matters regarding my family and home. So you see, again, this is really what I was saying. It's like, so maybe people are worried about money, maybe people are worried about things to do with their home, family. You know, it might be hitting like parts of your chart, like your fourth house or something. And actually, even if it isn't, the sun is hitting your fourth house because the sun is in Cancer, which is the fourth house. So it's just, you know, maybe it's not so easy to stay positive about things to do with any of these issues. Also, it's trauma. Cancer, the shadow side of Cancer is also trauma and feelings, because Cancer is a sign of feelings. So basically, and also we've got lots of other, wait a minute, because my brain doesn't work when I'm doing this. Yeah, we've got Mercury, planet of communication, is in Cancer. So again, feelings, communicating of feelings can be very feely orientated, just feelings, you know what I mean? And sad feelings, basically. So if you're feeling a lot of sad feelings, that's perfectly normal in the build up, you know, towards the end of Cancer season. So if you're absolutely in your feels, and especially today, you know, hold on. Maybe that's why I'm channeling that I'm a little unsteady, you know what I mean? That one, because it's like, you know, I'm fucking more than unsteady. I'm feeling fucking shite, you know what I mean? That's what I'm feeling from that song, because it makes you cry, doesn't it? They timed it very well. Well, I didn't need any more help to cry in that fucking film, and then that came on, and I was like, oh no, and I was like, hey, what is that? I've not got that on my Spotify. I want to put that on. But you know what I mean? It's like, that's the vibe I'm picking up on. And then of course Venus is in the last of Gemini right now, and Gemini is the twins. Venus is love, this is self-love, this is romantic love, and then that's going to go into Cancer as well. So then it's, you know, it's going to be, but this is going to be good because people are going to be more in touch with their feelings, man, woman, whatever you identify as. Yeah, anyway, right. So prayer works. Again, very Pisces moon, because that is all about praying, spirituality, anything to do with, you know, psychic stuff, the sense of spiritual awakening, which again, lots of people are in, lots of people fucking need to be in it and they're not. But again, their souls didn't choose to wake up at this time, guys. So we got to let people crack on. We're doing, some of us are doing the best we can, shouting like Wonder Woman, don't take it, don't do it, don't fucking let your kids do it. You're going to regret it. But some people ain't listening, you know what I'm saying? Dear God and Archangel Raphael, it's no funny either. Thank you for hearing and answering my prayer of add the details of your prayer. So make sure the point is ask for help. So many people leave themselves not getting help. I cannot tell you, what was it? I'm not going to tell you the specifics because again, I fucking tell you enough, guys. But it was like yesterday, I literally was like asking for a sign about something, and I shit you not, it took like 60 seconds for me to actually be guided to get the answer. And I was like, whoa, that was fast. And it was just like that. You know, I'm very patient. So sometimes it can take, you know, absolute ages for like, and I was very clear as well. I was like, give me, you know, absolute, you know, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, you know, an answer to this. And sometimes it's like, right, show me this, show me that. And I've been honest about that before. You've got to be careful because there can be other energies that trick you. So make sure you really do have a good sort of system for making sure it's coming from somewhere pure and genuine, like unconditional love. But basically, yeah, it was like, you know, then I got guided to something that I know is of the light and pure, and that was I actually can't even remember now myself what it was, but it was like, wow, you know, and it was really lovely. So again, it's just giving that example of ask for help. And I really do feel it's like I'm being guided to say that it's like people that aren't so familiar. Oh, they're drawing me the word mediumship over there in the book. Interesting. Okay, I have got those cards, but it's like, so yeah, I really do feel somebody watching this right now. It's like, I feel you've been really down yourself and leaving yourself like that and really alone. And I just feel that a lot of your loved ones in spirit, oh, I wasn't going to use them right now, but I'm not even finished with these cards. And yeah, wait a minute. Right. I'll shuffle these as I'm channeling. It's like your loved ones in spirit are crowding around you. And I really do feel, you know, people on this will be calling out to specific people. And I'm just going to let the cards do their thing. Oh my, oh, for fuck's sake, what does that say? I'm just going to lean over and be like, welcome. What does that say? We care about you. We want you to take care of yourself. Fucking boom. It's got 4 ducks in it and a 20, if that's relevant. I didn't just flash you my... No, I didn't. Thank Christ for that, by the way. I put on a bra, but I don't actually want to show you the bra. You know what I mean? I think that's... Listen, I'm raw and real, but I think that's taking shit a bit too far. And I'd be fucked because it's life. That's why it's dangerous for me to do shit like this. So anyway, but you see what I mean? It's like that shot out on the floor. And it's like, it's the severity of it. That someone's like, we care about you, we want you to care about yourself. Now it ties into change physicians. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for leading me to the best healer for this situation. Amen. And so I would say that the fact that you have all 5 people, some talking, some not, have been led here. Hello, here I am. And you don't even need to pay for it. I'm probably just going to say the message here. But if you want me to get more specific, you can date and I'll do a message. Or you can do one better and you can book a personal session. But we've got Jesus, the divine healer. Dear Jesus, thank you for divine healing power and presence. And again, I really do feel, you know, we are on Sunday as well, guys, and I've already mentioned Jesus, but it's kind of like I really do feel this very forgiving, loving, healing energy. Oh, hello, Michelle. I really do feel this very forgiving, loving, healing, compassionate energy wanting to come in today. Oh my God, it's like I'm taking you to church, guys. What's in the bottom? Children. So there might be something about children here, worry around children, your inner child needing loving. Again, in Cancer season, that's absolutely going to be the case. I say this all the time, but for anyone new, I very much become someone's mother in a session. I'm not shitting you. It doesn't matter what age you are. I become your mother, especially if you didn't really have a very good connection with your mother, or you still don't, whatever. I become very mother in a session or work with Mother Mary. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to help my children. Daisies may be significant there as well. And I heard the word Daisy in a film. I don't think it was Me Before You. What film was that? Marley Me? Well, it must have been in one of the two of those films. Inner authority. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power and listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. Again, so it's somebody's feeling helpless and hopeless. Let's see if that card comes out of here before what else? Try not to what, yeah, you see, this is the shadow side of it. This is very 12th house. This is somebody absolutely feeling helpless and hopeless. By the way, I'm going to have to use these. There's an actual card in these decks called helpless and hopeless. If I pull that out, I'm going to be like, what the fuck? Shouldn't really be surprised at this point. But yeah, helpless and hopeless. I'm just really, really tuning in. And again, it must be somebody subscribed to me or really going to reflect for me to pick up on this. Try not to worry. We will bring helpful people into your life. And again, this is because, wait a minute, what day is today? No, today's the 17th. So the 19th in a couple of days, 19th of July may be significant for someone. There's a 19 on there. 19 is also the sun card, the best card in the deck. So I do feel this is about happier, brighter, new beginnings are just around the corner. And they literally are, because it's Aries moon tomorrow, guys. I love it when Aries moon starts on a Monday. It's fire, it's passion, it's action. And this is where my 5th house, is my Venus in Aries, so that's why I'm bringing, even maybe that's why I've stayed in my bed all weekend, so I could have the energy and the fire to deliver this. But it's kind of like there is this kind of feeling of try not to, you can't even see that, try not to worry, and just look after yourself right now and surrender to how you're feeling. And there is lighter energy coming in, but you have to ask for help. Again, it's like, this has been drummed into me from all my cards, collecting my cards from a teenager, that, it says on all these cards that, the angels can't intervene and all that shit unless you ask for help. But it's true. You know what I mean? Like, we've all got certain life lessons. And those of us that are healers, again, I do feel we're all a healer of something as well, I would say. But those of us that is actually, our job, it's like, you do have to learn that lesson, that if you keep trying to do somebody, you know, kind of try to save somebody before they've went through their life lesson, you're going to rob something of it. I say it all the time about the twin flame journey, the feelings that you have to relieve your twin of doing the big scary thing can be really, really strong. And I really feel that in the collective right now. But again, I like I say all the time, you don't get that moment back. And so whether you want to call it divine feminine, divine masculine, but typically it is divine feminines that have usually done something like that in the past, and possibly quite a few times. And it's whoever hasn't done that has to have that moment, because like you say, otherwise you're robbing them of that moment, is the way that I would see it. It's about believing and trusting that that person has got that within them. But yeah. But again, I really do feel for whoever's in that kind of situation, it's all the surrounding things are going to be different for different people. Oh, let's get those cards now. That's going on. Different things are going on in people's lives that are, I don't even want to use the word distracting, because that doesn't feel serious enough. It's like, I just feel this person, or quite a few people in this position, have been broken down to nothing. Doesn't sound very good, does it? But make room for that happy ending. It's now within your grasp. But that looks, I've been channeling about sunsets and sunrises. There are like very happy new beginnings around the corner, but it's sad endings that I'm sure I said this for tomorrow's short that I haven't published yet. Find a way to bring harmony back into your life. Take the first step. Yeah, so that just ties in with what we're saying. And these are the loved ones and spirit cards. So it's like this is coming through from loved ones and spirit. Again, I really do feel it's that sort of, it's as a collective, it's like grannies I'm feeling. It could be so specific that it's someone's granny, but it's just basically like, you know, have a good cry, get out your system, rest, sleep. If you're resting a lot right now, again, if you're in the UK or whatever, wherever, however hot it is where you are, that's quite common. Make sure you're all the sensible things, make sure you're drinking enough water, hydrate and all that jazz. But it's also because of the light codes that are coming in. Again, I'm channeling a strong energy right now as well in light codes. We do need to rest and integrate these energies. You can hear how fast the info is coming in, right? What do I need to know about that? And then let's get into more of this feels quite specific. Throne, yeah, position of authority. Was there not a card a minute ago that just said something about authority? Like this person is being elevated. I just heard that, like, elevated, that's ascension, but it's being elevated to know their worth. So I really do feel this is somebody that has been broken down. I feel this is divine masculine energy, whether you're man, woman, whatever you identify as, that has been broken down to feeling nothing by the people around them. Many people. I don't feel it's like one person in particular, but it's like with everything that they've went through. And again, I know that this actually will resonate with loads of people that, whether some people I've helped have went through this, some people are still going through it, but it's like, so I'll just put that aside and just keep letting the words come out. It's about, this reminds me, right, I'm not running through it yet, but I've got a deck of cards and it talks about the salmon chair. And the salmon chair is a card in the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, which I've got, I love those. I don't use them all the time, but I used to use them all the time when I started my Facebook Live years ago. And basically the gist of it is it's got a girl looking at a chair, but you could be a girl, a boy, woman, man, whatever you identify as. And it's about self-worth and it's about not feeling good enough. And again, on this journey, that is something that is a massive part of it. It might not make any sense, but your twin doesn't stay away from you because they don't want you. It is because they put you on a pedestal and so just make, whatever resonates, you put your twin on a pedestal and they put you on a pedestal, but it can very much not look like that. At certain points, it can look quite the opposite. It can look like you can't stand each other, like at some points, or it could look like someone more than the other, until it all sort of balances out. But again, it's about until that. So it feels like this is to relieve the guilt and the shame and all these horrible feelings that we all need to go through on this journey of people that are feeling bad about past behavior. It basically feels like, but it's like until somebody loves themselves, likes themselves first, loves themselves and loves themselves unconditionally, which is all a journey to get to. That's why it says take the first step. It's like, oh my god, this is coming in so fast, right? I need to slow down. It's like is that on Netflix or something? There's this film, I think it's a comedy, I can see the woman and I can't remember her name, but basically it's like oh God, this is totally somebody's message, and for once it's no fucking mine, right? Bits of this might resonate, but this is no mine. When I said that it's like somebody's like best friend is in love with them, but it's like a best friend you actually hang out with all the time, or like quite a lot. And it's like, because that song I channeled at the start, if you've just arrived, and now I'm seeing in that film, the girl, I think is it called Not Another Romantic Movie? It's a comedy, it's quite funny. And then, but it's like long and short of it is her friend is in love with her, but she can't see that he's in love with her because she doesn't see herself like that. So until you can see yourself like that, you're blind, and your true self is blind to the person that loves you. So again, it's like they're trying to say to me, people need to stop beating themselves up for not being able to see the person that you are now, because you weren't showing up as that person. Right, I do get what they're trying to say. Right, okay, we're one card. Right, what else about? Oh my God. Vacation, and somebody needs a fucking holiday for all the stress that they're on. I'll take that. But no, it really is about, like, seriously, like I feel someone's burnt out from overthinking and whatever else has been going on in their life. Oh God, that jumped out. Maybe you're going where the dolphins are. This is New Year. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past, and I do feel right. This is the bright feeling that I'm feeling. Either someone has just literally come in to some kind of money, or they're about to, but they maybe don't know that yet. A divine inheritance. Oh my God, right, sorry, it's so fucking freaky being like this. Again, this ain't mine fucking budget. Well, actually I don't, because it would mean someone would have had to croaked it, as my friend would say. I don't even say that, by the way, but my friend says croaked it all the time and it came out my mouth. That's too funny. Someone must have needed to laugh. I just spoke about inheritance and I'm holding casket, so I'm very sorry, like seriously, because now I need to be serious for a minute in case that is literal. Fuck, by the way, because I did actually channel that in today's shorts. How awkward. I did channel that in today's shorts or tomorrow's. Like, so oh my God, yeah, seriously. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. This could just be karmic situations coming to an end, or walking away from people that don't serve you, friends, family, lovers, whatever, resonates, their jobs that don't serve you. But it could actually be literal for someone, right? Because this is talking about financial gain. But again, that's why it's bittersweet with the sunsets and sunrises, I feel, because it's like it's going to relieve a lot of stress in someone's life. But it's, wait a minute, by the way, I've just realised. I think that, wait a minute, I'm just going to keep feeling into this because I've just realised this is going to connect with someone on here. I don't think, where the fuck's all this coming from? But I mean, I never know. That's what the life of being a medium is, or a channeler, you know what I mean? But especially the mediumship part, that someone's, how interesting, right? What's Michelle saying? Lol, no, when you said treat me like your dad or mum or whatever it was, my weird aqua. Oh yeah, fuck that. Yeah, that's funny. I think it means like treating someone like a gentleman, but like I say, from what I've witnessed for a lot of the older generation, I mean that ain't always the case. Do you know what I mean? So some people wouldn't thank you. Like, just fucking be yourself. You know what I mean? That's what we call generational healing. We're trying to stop a lot of that shit. You know what I mean? Christ. Right. Oh, what a beautiful surprise. Yeah, from bed. Yes, from the bed of Wonder Woman. Absolutely. Do you know, did I tell you this story that when my niece was staying the other weekend, right, she walked into my room and you can tell she's an Aries moon and a Leo rising, right, grounded Taurus, but the fire speaks more in her, because she walked in and she went, oh, and she was deadly serious, right, and she's a total character. And I knew exactly what she was going to say, right? Because I had my grey duvet cover on. That's really much like, it's quite like a guy's. It must have been my masculine side that was wanting that duvet. It's kind of like grey, but you've probably seen it. It's like grey with like wee white triangles on it. And she was like, where's the flowers? And I was like, what do you mean? She would be like, where's your flowery duvet? And I went, well, Josie, I don't have a flowery duvet, or I don't have the same fucking duvet. Well, I didn't swear, did I? But I was like, I've got other duvets, not like that one. And she was like, no. I was like, right, well, I'll try and remember that the next time you come round. So funny. But yeah, anyway, that just popped into my mind. How crazy. I sent a message to your higher self as to how I could help you out, and then to help me out. And then you appeared trying to give back. Oh, interesting. Well, yeah. Oh, do you mean you actually sent me? So you sent a higher self message? Well, you can email me, whatever you're meaning. But yeah, but actually that well, whatever you meant, that reminds me of basically you help just by showing up, Michelle. You bring your beautiful energy. But that reminds me of what I was just saying, is the collective message was about. In order to receive help, you have to ask for it. And I just told a story about I was asking for a sign, and then 60 seconds yesterday I got led to an answer. Right. Oh, coin. See, someone's coming into money. Money will be coming. I'm not sitting here talking shite from my bed. You know what I mean? Somebody's coming into money, and you better let us know so that people know that this is true information. Time to go out and have fun. You'll be fucking splashing in the cash, but just be careful. You know what I mean? Don't be making any stupid decisions. Unicorn. That's so crazy, because when I was saying that story about my niece, I was going to say I'm going to get a unicorn duvet or something, especially for her. And look what this says: unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Yeah. So this is about balancing your feminine and masculine energy when I claim the vacation message. I think everyone will actually, but I ain't fucking taking nothing to get on a plane. You know what I'm saying? But it's but it's about using your intuition when this money comes to you, you know, not like kind of being a bit overexcited and yes, psychic ability, trust your intuition. There's 2 cards saying trust your intuition. Right, I'm going to move away from that just now. I really do feel that was very specific to someone out there. I'm just going to shuffle these cards because I kept saying helpless and hopeless. Tell us a bit more about that, and then I'll wrap that up. Fucking, you know, cancel, clear, delete, send it whoever that's for, live or replay, and then I'll get into more of a collective message. And like I said, if you do donate for a message, then let me know so that I don't miss it. But I've not seen my phone ping or anything. But again, I go into a trance, so I would miss it anyway. Right. Manifest, but it's upside down. Opportunity beckons, and simply love. That's thinking fondly of the past and take the lead. Well, that's good. Maybe I just cleared the energy of what was coming. Yeah, but look, manifest again. It's somebody's feeling a bit stuck with whatever I was just channeling about, but an opportunity beckons you can't see that's coming in. Thinking, reminiscing about the past. And again, to me, this is Emperor stepping up and doing something about it. I feel it's following your intuition. Following your feelings, coming into your power, your personal power. It really does feel like whenever I was channeling that, it was how someone's been feeling. And because I am a healer as well, it was like clearing the energy, the stagnant energy, and it does feel like it's shifted it. So let me know if it's you. Again, look, someone's impatient. Look, they're like, fucking hell. I've been round and round and round. I'm waiting. I was waiting for this fucking tree to grow. Again, this is like the twin flame journey. Like, how much longer is this going to take? You know what I mean? But it's like you're being tested of your patience, because little do you know, recognition and reward is coming your way in many areas of life. Triumphant success. Right, okay. The energy shifted, so I'll go. My job here is done. Let me know who that is when it happens. Right, I'm only joking. How long have I been on here though? Let's see what's on the Spotify. Something I need. What's that again? Well, that song's cheese. You've got something I need. You could Google that yourself, but it's that's what's on the thing. Let me look at the words actually. I thought it was another one. A song of his keeps coming on my Spotify, and it's like, you're going to strike me down with lightning when you find out what I've done. And I'm always like, oh, that's reassuring, isn't it? So that could be for someone. Nobody wants to claim that. I certainly don't. Right, anyway. Last night, I think I drank too much. Call it a temporary crutch. With broken words, I tried to say, honey, don't you be afraid. If we've got nothing, we've got us. Yeah, look, times are tough for someone out there, right? I don't know if I could read no song. You can just go and see if it's yours. Because I didn't choose to look at the Spotify for anything else, but I just did there. Right. That's a lot of strong energy coming in. Right. Let's check in on the collective 20 Twinnersons. Right. I don't know if it's going to be your specific wave. We'll just see what we pick up on. Right. In the... Patience. See, I'm teaching you patience. Right. Like it if you haven't liked it, please. That's not too much to ask. Notice I say please, I don't demand. Right. Right. In the wait a minute. Yeah, let's put these back where they're meant to be. Right. So in the subconscious of the divine feminine energy, so remember this, first of all, this is your divine feminine. You're allowing, you're slowing down, you're resting, your surrender very much where I've been in all weekend actually. And your masculine energy is your action space, taking aligned action, you know, going for it. And that's very much the energy what we start off from tomorrow. So right now, generally, it's about resting, it's about exhaustion, it's about feeling like you could be feeling helpless and hopeless, you could just feel a bit tired, you could just be chilling. Like, you know, I'm chilling, I've been crying and shit, but it's because I've been watching these sad films. I find it very cathartic actually. But it's also magical. So, you know, Pisces means very magical. When you open, it's miracles. When you open up for a miracle, they happen. You see it all the time. If you join any of these live streams, particularly Therapy Thursday ones, you'll see literal healing miracles take place. And Jesus was with us earlier, although I happen to feel Jesus is always around when I'm channeling. Right, so what have we got for the divine feminine in the subconscious? I'm actually being guided to pull a few, but and also this might not be your wave, so just so I kind of went right. So this is the energy within you, which I just described, or it's you and another person, and also if it doesn't resonate, it's just not your one today. So be clear. That's just for newbies. Divine feminine and the subconscious, we've got heal, so there's healing going on, and also it's got a 17 on the card. And today is the 17th. So you're right where you're meant to be. And now my eyes have just been drawn to the quote in my room. Freedom is a recognition that where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. So that means divine masculines out there, you've got a feminine side regardless of gender as well. So that means you're right where you need to be. So that I'm, you know, resting, healing, doing whatever healing comes naturally to you. Zeus coming in strong with the lightning messages. Yes. I don't think I've got any cards with Zeus on it. Feels very tower moments. You know, there might have been a lot of tower moments going on. Oh, have I got anything that could elevate? I keep using the word elevate. Let's use the tissues. All my hay fever shit's sitting beside my bed here, which seems to have eased off. So it's falling down the, oh no, it's got a hole in it. Let's turn it over. Sorry, that noise is going to be really annoying. Tough shit. Life be like that sometimes. There we go. Has that worked? Does that work beautifully? I'm waiting for the delay. Oh my God. Oh my God. I should have checked that before that. That's fucking perfect. You'd never know it's sitting on a fucking tissue box. Oh, shit. See, I get excited at the simplest of things. Right. So, divine feminines are healing, or divine masculines, feminine side, getting in touch with their emotions are healing. Oh, so is this the one where he's breaking off the... Oh my God, that fucking is. I knew that's why I was drawn to this deck. Look at that. This is definitely about a man breaking away from the chains, the old chain and ball. So wherever he felt helpless and hopeless, and I'm going to say a man because it's a man on the card, although you could be a woman feeling like that. I actually do know there's a lot of women feeling like that, or they've already moved through it, or they're currently moving through it. But it's like they're healing, you know, they're breaking away from wherever they felt stuck. You missed a card. What do you mean? What do you mean I missed a card? Yellow solar plexus card on the bottom left. Eh? What are you on about? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Yes, no, I put it back. Right, so divine masculine. That bit, honestly, this is what I'm talking about, my clairvoyance. If you want to learn more about how this all works, again, those of you that know it, either it's you already knew it, or perhaps had some kind of teaching, training with me before, and it's like you've got more awareness of it, or I helped you with it. So just disregard it if that's you. But again, we can always learn more, be humble. I learn more when I'm bloody helping people in these things. But I saw that this card was going to come out of one of these decks. So that's very significant out of all those cards. And this is the star card. And again, we are on the 17th. We are, yeah, because yesterday's the 16th. I really do feel this is about somebody breaking away finally from where they felt stuck. So this is going to be a lot of use actually, or it will be your twin flame. But really, what I always say is it's both of you. So if you're not really seeing where that is within you, look a little deeper. And that's what the 12th house is about. That's why it's my favorite. Lots of people don't like the 12th house. I fucking love it because I've got no choice. When you've got the kind of placements I've got, either dive down into the fields and do your own shadow work all the time, or you'll get swept up in the current. That's going to mean something to someone, right? So, and I feel that is the lesson that's been thrown a lot of people's way right now. If you've been running away from your deeper feelings, you can't run away anymore. Right, divine, talking about divine masculine. Wisdom, yeah, and that's what a lot of divine masculines, regardless of sex, are. ASMR, what are you talking about? That is what they're learning. You know what I mean? It's like it's you know, this wisdom is coming into them on this healing journey. So again, you can see if this is a person, regardless of whether you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as, your feminine side, your softer, more allowing, your feelings, you're being guided to heal and break away from where you felt stuck. And although it's difficult, I mean, this is Dark Night of the Soul, typical Dark Night of the Soul stuff, but it's helping you become wiser. You know, you're learning from these lessons. 5 brings about the change as well. Right. I feel they're telling me to pull 3 each. So let's pull another one. What else have we got for the feminine? And this is all subconscious stuff going on. So feminine energy within you. I'm just going to say within you because I confuse myself when I do that, and you can know where that fits. There's been a well, that certainly resonates. There's been for both. There's been a dedicated effort by divine feminines, and look at that's really beautiful because look at this is like the twin flame union in the background, like knowing it's worth it. It's like a mural or something in the background, but it's like there's been a dedicated effort put in the physical. You know, to make this come about, to know that all this, so now it really feels like this is talking about the past, but I mean, I'll just go with it, like talking, you know, doing all this healing, breaking away from your limiting beliefs, knowing that it will one day manifest, because these are the physical cards, manifest this union. So beautiful. Oh yeah, of course it's a mural because he's painting. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. The hard work still is being put in. What have we got in the divine masculine? So see how it can be about you and a person, or it can be about just you on your own if you don't know who the twin flame is. Well, hopefully you can see that. I can only show you the way. I can't do it for you. I try my fucking best, guys. Right, so see this, I'm channeling. This is somebody is trying their best. You are trying your best. We're all trying our best. Right, so it's about not being hard on yourself. They're making me feel a bit of a pain on my shoulder there too. So I really do feel it could be something about carrying the burden on your shoulders that's not yours to carry. Or someone's literally got a sore shoulder. So I'll just keep my hand on my shoulder for a bit, sending that healing out if that's you. Fertility. So this is, again, I really do get is it's like the masculine is like gathering all this wisdom and birthing something new, you know, like, and again, this is the Empress. So this is the masculine is birthing this wisdom in the dark night of soul. Oh my God, that's really interesting because the shorts for tomorrow is about jumping to the higher timeline and coming out the dark night of soul. Yeah, you'll need to see that shorts when I publish it. But that is what I help my clients do. That is what I help people do. It's like I help you shift paradigms, you know, to your highest timeline, like quantum leap to your, you know, your best self. And it's kind of like, but that's scary because if all you've ever known is where you are and who you're around, even if they're no good for you, a lot of people will leave themselves stuck. So this is what's going on with divine masculine energies, men, women, whatever you identify as, or you can see that you were once there if you're not now. That's what compassion is all about, forgiveness, healing. That's why, again, I get so boring and tiring, trust me, like channeling the same messages over and over, but it's because whenever anybody reads or does a healing for me, they're like, it's so important you do this, Claire, because there really aren't too many genuine twin flames out there that are showing that passion and that compassion for their divine masculine. You know, there are some, but it's that's why I repeat it all the time. It's like that wisdom's been gained in this place, and they're birthing a new them, and just being in touch with feelings. Right, okay. Whew, right. And the last card for the subconscious. Good Lord, my comments must be coming in slow. I sent those a hot minute ago. What do they do on this? Look at that. Wow. Holy fucking shit. Is this it? This is divine feminine. How interesting. Yeah. So I've just put, so this is the devil. Oh, do you know what? My son in the house of Virgo is noticing how this is not in perfect alignment. Oh, so see what I mean? Nothing is ever perfect, because I don't know if you can see that. But this card's slightly over to the, I don't know if it's a printing error or something, but this card's slightly not, one side. Oh, are they all like that? Actually, maybe they're all like that. It's a bit annoying. It's annoying my Virgo energy. Anyway, but I suppose the message is there is life can't be perfect, right? And it's about, look, feeling trapped. So in the subconscious, there's still some sort of limit and beliefs keeping divine feminine energies feeling a bit trapped. I really do feel, again, that's one of the reasons why I am the way I am, here to help people and share, being so raw and real as we're coming up to raw and real Aries moon. It's about, people keep their feelings too into themselves. And it's about being a bit more vulnerable, wearing your heart on your sleeve. Ah, yes. Wow. Because at the end of that film, that is the little speech. I mean, I can't remember word for word. That was the first time I saw it, but that's definitely something about that. He says something to her about keep being... basically, I suppose her character, I could recognize that her character's a bit like me, although I don't wear wacky clothes like that. I'm quite simple when it comes to shit like that. But do you know what I mean? But I love people that do, like, be you. Actually, what am I talking about? I'm sitting wearing a Wonder Woman top on YouTube, and I wear my jammy. Yeah, I suppose that is okay. That's quite funny, because I do like simple jewelry and shit like that, and my jammies I do like to go with OTD. But what I'm trying to say is, and they're pulling me all my leopard print stuff in my room. Yeah, okay, whatever. Each their own. But what I'm saying is, I love when somebody is just extra. And in that film, the girl's very extra. She wears really kind of wacky tights and all this kind of shit, wacky everything, and I love it. Someone's just been named. And that, the speech at the end of that is about just being yourself, and people will love you for being yourself, and wearing your heart on your sleeve. And this is why I always say, look, this is me. This is genuinely just me being me. So that's why I'm always saying, I'm not saying everybody needs to be as open and raw and real, but it's like, this is me. So just be you, be true to yourself. And whoever is meant to be around you in your life, they will love it. Because if they don't, then who cares? It's more important you be true to yourself. And that's confidence too. If you can literally get to that point where you mean it. And remember, I've put in the work to get there. Oh, look, see, sadness and isolation's on the bottom. So and rest and reconsider. And just breathe. This is anxiety that was picking up on earlier. And there's the Empress in this deck. I feel that, and healing, but it's like, I feel what's going on for a lot of the collective of twins out there is, it's like people can't quite believe that this is coming in for them. Look, because it's like, I'm going to guard my heart because I don't quite trust it. And then it is reminding me of this card here. I'm just going to keep my heart in here. It's safer. But it's like, no, let it out. Again, nobody's saying you have to do the crazy shit like what I'm doing. It's just I need to do it to kind of fucking exaggerate what to open up and be yourself. Right. How many cards have I filled here now? Okay, right. So 1, 2. Oh my god, there's more than anyway. Whatever. It is what it is. Divine masculine heart. Yes, because it helps the divine. I love it. It helps the divine masculine feel safe to open up their heart and everything that they do and come out of the mental conflict. Right, I love it. I think that's self-explanatory. Right, we'll put them over there now. Where are we going now? The conscious mind. Oh, I think I was going to use the same cards for some reason. Yeah, I was going to use the same cards. Right, in the conscious mind. Let's swap decks. it's so confusing because like, oh yes, and I'm seeing, oh my God, right, see the delay is quite helpful because now I'm seeing that in the TV. Shit, it just went off. What was I going to say? Yeah, so but when I just saw those two cards and were both green, it's like the divine feminine opening up the heart and being so open and raw and vulnerable, which is beautiful because that's the kind of people I'm drawn to. Like whenever anyone else does stuff like me, these are the kind of people I love watching because it's like just being genuine. Right. Some people, it irks the fuck out of some people because it's like if you're not being yourself, it's going to trigger you. So that's why I mean, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I love it when people are just being themselves. But it's like I could tell that by when I saw that on the bigger TV, that's bigger TV, my TV's tiny in my room, but it's about that being open-hearted helps the masculine break out of the devil energy. Right, love it, love it. Right, so divine feminine in the conscious mind. So remember, those of you that aren't bothered about another person right now, although I always say to people, you really should be, because there's other half of your soul. So even if you don't fucking know who they are, you want to be sending love to the other half of your soul out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, otherwise, you're hating on yourself. But it's nice to be nice and all that. Right, so in the conscious mind of this wave, divine feminine, it's too many, but I feel this one. Interesting, Tower card. So something could have been going on. Yesterday, it was kind of rocking the boat a little bit. Tower moments, disruption it's called on this card, but this is the Tower. So again, I remember yesterday was the 16th, so that feels quite significant that there's kind of feelings of big change on the horizon, big changes in your life. Don't necessarily need to be bad, but disruption kind of suggests on that card it might have been some kind of disruption going on. Let's see, bringing about change though for the better. Again, for masculine in the conscious mind, we've got win or lose. So again, I really do feel it's like this all or nothing energy, a bit of mental conflict there in the conscious mind, the feminine, this wave, deception and envy. Again, I feel it's like that, yeah, some thank Christ this ain't me. Again, this feels like I'm channeling past energy of mine, but it's like, but you see, this is what I bring as a teacher, is I learn from what, and I can, by the way, I can feel this is, yeah, they're showing me stuff. So there is somebody out there, quite a few people are going to resonate with this. It's not going to be people that comment, I don't think, that are going through real kind of moments that's like pulling the rug out from under you. Because, oh, fuck, I know actually all the synchronicities have been led to over the weekend online as well. I know that this is happening to people. It's like the people that were wearing masks around, because look at the card, the people that are wearing masks around you, people that were being a bit sneaky, people that were a bit of snakes in the grass, and this could literally be anyone in your life, and a lot of the time it's very close to home. So we're talking best friends, we're talking best friends. I woke up yesterday and the Truman Show was on, and it was right at the bit I always channel about, where the best friend's like, but Truman, we're not all in on it, because then that would mean I'd have to be in on it. But it's like, oh God, you know what I mean? And I was channeling about Jesus at the start. Wow, there's a lot of synchronicity in this, you know, like watch you're not being Judas out there. But it's like, yeah, I really do feel there is a bit of disruption going on. I feel like the rug being pulled out from under you, and kind of, you know, either starting to get an inkling that there's people around you that are not really to be trusted, or it's a wee warning to start opening your eyes. This comes through all the time. Comes through all the time in my private groups, but comes through on the YouTube a lot too. Because again, remember I said I'm in psychic detective energy, and it does seem to be in the collective, because Pisces is confusion and illusion. A lot of people do a lot of socializing and that, and drinking and whatever else with their friends, in inverted commas. Obviously, some people are real friends, and again, this can cloud your vision. It can, you know, you can think, you know. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is like, Pisces moon, the shadow side, is running away from your problems. And I just kind of feel it's like maybe when the chips are down and you really need people around you, maybe some people are starting to see who their friends are. Probably political reasons as well as stuff going on and things changing people. In the divine masculine, we've got sacral chakra. So again, this is trust. So this is quite interesting actually, because like you say, I've moved through all of this myself. There's not anybody around me that I don't trust, and if I sift them out, still I'll be like, see you later, bye. But not easy when you're in it. So people have got my love. tower moments for some divine feminine energies, regardless of gender. Again, seeing where the deception, the envy, false friends, people that just are not, who they, not a genuine energy around you, divine masculines, regardless of gender. Yeah, feeling like everything's a bit all or nothing, win or lose, but a mental conflict there, issues of trust coming up. So you can see, I can see how this kind of mirrors, you know what I mean? It's like, one more card here. And this is everything that somebody's consciously, like thinking about right now. Like, so feminine energies are like, right, this is a bit shit. I'm going to channel what someone's going through. This is a bit shit. Who can I actually trust? And then the divine masculine in this connection, it's like, it's all or nothing now. What have I got to lose? Actually, what have I got to get? Kind of weighing it up, and just weighing up who they can trust. No wonder, again, I am really, this is quite specific. Yeah, look, and then triumphant success. So it's like, and this is a mental card. So it is about like clarity, though. Clarity is coming for this divine feminine energy. Some kind of clarity, some kind of truth after the disrupt. Yeah, oh, that makes sense actually. So it's like some kind of big changes went on, probably quite painful, probably quite disruptive, probably quite shocking, of some kind of deception or envy, or just somebody not really being true around you, or your twin. But actually this truth will bring about the changes that need to come about. Well, it's just actually, it's better you do see the truth sooner rather than later. You see it when you're meant to. Wow, right, okay. And then we've got observe, which is, you want to shut up out there? I'm trying to do a message. I'm not really a shut up kind of person. I don't like telling people shut up, but it just come out of my mouth. So actually, do you know what? That's true. So there's some days feeling so kind of shit that it's maybe making them a bit snappier and out of character. Because that is true. I don't do that. But it did come out of my mouth because it was like, shut up, Alter, it's annoying me. So yeah, the masculine energy is observing, but like feeling quite alone in the physical here. So what is really beautiful about this is these twins are feeling each other's pain, actually. Yeah, interesting. Right, so right, I'm going to do these twin flame cards now as well. People are still with me? Good Lord, oh yeah, fucking hell. Have I just put you all in? Oh no, wait a minute, because I had paused the video. I don't know if that. Anyway, right. In the feminine, let's go more collective, because that felt very specific to, I don't know, because it just felt very specific. It felt like stuff I've went through in the past, and it felt like I was using stuff to help someone, which is what I do anyway. But right, so that one, masculine twin is, oh my god, I've not seen this card yet. Shit, okay. So in the divine feminine, in the subconscious, we've got releasing lower self, masculine twin. Let's see what this is all about. Right, so when I find it, masculine twin, releasing lower self. It's not easy to find these in this book. I literally lose people trying to find this, but again, I'm not bothered. It's like, be patient. There it is, 76. See, because it all means something. It's about the time that you have to wait for your union. And some people are just so unbelievably impatient. It does make me laugh, like not in a horrible way, but it's like, if you heard how long, like some of my clients have waited for this, it's like, yeah. So masculine twin, releasing lower self. But remember, this is in the subconscious of feminine energy, or the subconscious of the masculine's feminine side. The twin flame reunion starts by restoring harmony within your inner soul polarities, which is what I'm going on about. So clearly I've pulled this card so that I can explain it a bit more succinctly. Again, teaching moments when I'm reading these cards. Which brings balance into your inner masculine so that your inner feminine feels loved and supported. And that's what I've been picking up lately in the collective is like divine feminines are very much being guided to really fall back into your feminine energy for the masculines that are the masculine twins that are coming forward, regardless of gender, to their feminines. Because some divine feminines are, I'm not going to say too masculine, but have like really built up that inner masculine to be very, it can be quite intimidating actually, you know, like strong women can be intimidating, but never stop being a strong woman for no man or women, you know what I'm saying? But because the right person will love you for who you are, but you do have to soften a little, you know what I'm saying, ladies? So typically the masculine twin flame has been emotionally emasculated and carries a stronger feminine energy within your twin flame counterpart template. I think that better explains what I try to explain all the time, so well done you. If you are the feminine twin flame, you have been carrying greater masculine characteristics. I would agree with that. The masculine twin implies that the divine masculine role within your twin flame dynamic must be healed in order to restore union within. This means that you must heal your inner masculine, which also strengthens the masculine twin. That is fucking fascinating if you're keeping up with what I'm channeling, because this is divine feminine subconscious card. So this is just what I say all the time. And again, what I say anyone else worth their salt tuning in to the true divine will say similar about, you know, like, that's so funny because I wouldn't put like that, but yeah, I'm not even, I just heard rein it in a bit, but it's true. It's like, again, it's like showing more of that softer side if where you know you need to. Because again, if you watch me over time, you can tell, I can tell where I'm more like, again, I'm more in my feminine, but I'm getting quite passionate because it's like I can feel that Aries moon coming in. You can accomplish this by reprogramming your personal life from not feeling good enough into your ultimate truth, declaring that you are more than good enough. And I can already tell, I can't remember exactly what I said, but I can already tell that that's what I was saying not long ago about if you're a fiery woman or something to that effect, like just keep being who you are. There must be a reason why, although granted, these are my favorite, like anyway, I've got quite a few Wonder Woman things, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, that is very fitting. You know, like if you are a fiery, passionate woman, keep being a fiery, passionate woman, because whoever your twin flame is, they will love that about you, or they should do. Yeah, and if they don't, they're not your twin flame. So a lot of people won't like that, but it's true. Like never ever dim your light or your fire for anyone. But you can still soften. You can do both. It would be kind of like if I hid my gift and didn't go being who I was out in public all those years ago, because I'm like, oh my God, what if my twin flame's going to be like, fucking hell, she was never like that when I hung out with her. Like, that would be me, like, not being true to myself. So I just decided to be like, right, don't know how this is going to roll. You know, it might be a bit of a surprise to him, but fuck it, let's go. Do you know what I mean? Even fuck it, let's go. And I was really shy. And now I'm even more fuck it, let's go. So if I can do it, you can do it, is the message there. Pay attention to any fixer patterns that may arise and surrender control of others or situations, especially where your twin flame is concerned. Focus, this is what I just said a moment ago. Focus on your needs. This helps you own your worth, and as you transcend the lesser version of yourself and rise above challenges that have prevented your inner masculine from standing in your truth and feeling empowered. Boom, drop the mic. I could leave right now, but let's see what the divine masculine subconscious card is. It's about, this is why, again, I'm somebody that always advocates about if you didn't have this kind of support growing up, or, you know, from people around you encouraging you to be your true self and shine your light, then, you know, I'm giving you the path that I went on, and that I, you know, got up myself a good counsellor and had her for 7 years and only stopped seeing her because she fucking retired. That should really speak volumes, because when you've got somebody that genuinely is fighting your corner, being there for you, you know, like I would say, mine always used to be like, you're a star when I was going through my dark night, because I went through my dark night. So as I was studying counselling, because it fucking tears you apart anyway. But I mean, again, it's a long story I will write a book about one day. But my book's basically been on my Facebook Lives, and you know, it's like a fucking Audible book, the whole thing. But yeah, this is, you know, this is part of what I feel makes me a brilliant counselor for people, because not only am like, it's friends, actually, I was on something earlier and I saw somebody sort of saying something like that. I was guided to a synchronicity where someone's like, you know, making a comment that I say all the time. You know what I mean? Like, your counselor could think you're nuts. And that's true. There's loads of amazing counselors out there, but they're not on the twin flame journey. So they could actually think you're nuts. Whereas I'm not going to think that, because I am a twin flame and I am a counselor as well as all these other things. So do you want to say that basically the reason why I'm going on about counselling or therapy is because you need to get that inner, you know, concept really strong. Like, feminines out there, and because unless yours is really strong, you know, you're firing up your twin as well. You're both firing up each other, whether you realize it or not. It's got nothing to do with it, how, you know, when the last time you've seen them physically. That's what you'll find. That's the magic that you'll find out when you physically come into union, and it'll balance out a little bit. A minute, that was something on eBay, but sometimes it can be. How could that? Oh my God. I'm like, how could it? Right. It's something green. It's the heart chakra, but the numbers are 1185. So that could be November 85. So that's going to be significant to someone. Right. Okay. See what I mean? Is what I mean. That's me trusting my intuition, that I'm like, why would something on eBay be relevant? But that was right. Footloose is now on. There's a party coming. Footloose. If you hang around here, you'll know that I always say that that's literally one of the only songs that would get me up to dance. So there is celebrations coming. Right. For Matt. Okay. So yeah, there's definite. I've just pulled the reunion card for divine masculine in the subconscious, which means that is surfacing to be something that's been accepted, actually. So what that's saying, I'm sorry, all these synchronicities that this is the beauty of live. All the synchronicity, I did kind of wonder, should I do this live or should I just film this and then upload it? But let's just do it live. So yeah, it's just a bit with all the synchronicity just came in there. That was a bit much. So I'm being guided to happy is what happens when all your dreams come true. What I'm clearly being told is divine masculine energies in this wave are finally, oh, that's beautiful timing, Charlie, are finally accepting that you're equals. So that's actually really, yeah. And now I'm being drawn to never let anyone dull your sparkle. Happy is what happens when all your dreams come true. This is all just getting a vibe, but everything I just said about some real hard work's been put in by divine masculine energies. So divine feminines that have got divine masculine men out there, that's encouraging. And divine, oh my God, now I'm so confused. Most of my clients are women that are in divine masculine energy. It's all balancing out. Yeah, I can't, this is just too confusing. But anyway, reunion. This is actually the one I used for the thumbnail for therapy. Was it therapy Thursday the other night that I used that for? Yeah. And I don't actually, that's quite a good point. I don't know if I even pulled this. I must have pulled this card on the live, because I was like, why have I pulled that as a thumbnail? But again, I just feel that was my guides knowing that, like, basically seeing the future, because I didn't quite know why I used that, but it's come out for divine masculine in the subconscious. The reason why that is exciting is because they're usually in the energy of not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy. So even if that hasn't come up to the conscious awareness yet, it's something sinking in with some divine masculines that you're just two squirrels, one and the same, yin and the yang. That's so funny, because my fucking friend sends me pictures of shagging squirrels all the time. 10-10 reunion. Well, let's not hope reunions aren't happening on the 10th of October, but for some it is. Come on. For some it is going to be, and it's not that long away, right? Just enjoy your summer, your hot boy summer, your hot girl summer. Those of you that have had your hot girl and hot boy summers, just behave yourself and get to your twin. Do you know what I'm saying? Reconciling differences. It's funny. Right. Let me see. Where is this? It's just like, I can't be arsed in it tonight, but it's like, I can't be bothered finding this. It's such an effort. You see, but this is a tiredness. So again, I do feel there's a tiredness in divine. Oh, you fuck off. You did not. I got married on the 10th of October. Well, that's a little bit weird. That's crazy. See, there's always a reason. There's always a reason. But yes, yous are pals. You're not wanting to be anymore. You've been there, done that, wore the t-shirt, and it's a blessing that you're actually pals, because that doesn't happen like that for a lot of people. Right. It'd be weird if you reunited with your twin then, though, wouldn't it be? I feel like it was just, you know, one union took place then, and then it's like, yeah, I don't think you'd want that to be on the same day for some reason. Call me a psychic, but something's telling me no. Right, where's this fucking card? Reconciling differences. Maybe this is how long it's taken to reconcile your differences, how long it's taken me to find this card. What's it called? 10-10 reunion. So where is it? See what I mean? I'm channeling now. I'm like, where the fuck is it? You can't find it. Just slow down, Claire. Reconciling differences. I'm actually about ready to give up trying to find this fucking card. Right. There it is, 68. It's really not clear though, because I was looking for the 10-10. Fucking better be the card anywhere. I'm just going to be like, just take what I said, right? This is fucking doing my nothing. 60. There we go. I found it. Oh dear. Exactly how I'm feeling. Where the hell is the reunion? Yes, I know. That's what I mean. I'm channeling it. You know what I mean? Everything I say is part of it. Right. Reuniting with the other half requires personal mastery for each partner. Both twin flames have to become unified. Wait a minute, Charlotte. It was you. I'm sure it was you that I pulled. Michelle, I didn't even know that you had been married. Is that it? Oh, Samari, how are you doing? I've never seen you in here. How are you doing? I just said, how are you doing twice? My soul sis. Are you fucking how crazy is that? Wow, Michelle. Wow. I think that's when I was that when I was leaving primary, or I feel like it was something like that. Right, I pulled this card for you, I think, Charlotte. That's why I think that is, because I remember saying something about the squirrel thing, and then you said hi right as I pulled that card. You'll need to watch that. So this is a good sign though, and this ties up with your personal messages, even if it doesn't feel like it now, because it's like this is where the divine masculine is at in the subconscious, which could go for you, because like I say, you all show up in that energy, but it could also be switching, talking about, you know, your twins. So just see, it's more important what resonates. Because like I say, really, when you start to get this, you really should, if you know who your true twin flame is, you don't really need, you don't need to know logically what's going on in their life. Again, you should be able to feel it. But again, you might need someone like myself or whatever to teach you to be able to kind of know that, to be in tune with it. But really, I would say true twin flames, you just know. It's hard to explain. But anyway, there's a balance being brought about there. Like a self-worth is really coming to the surface. Yeah, anyway, right. So both twin flames have to become unified. This is, by the way, unified and unification is the word that has been coming in hot. Do you remember that song? I used it on a reel on Instagram once. Coming in hot. Yeah, so somebody's twin's coming in hot. I'm not going to start singing that, but somebody's twin is coming in hot, and I don't think you know it. And there's a unification process. There's a union going on. And actually, I titled the video, I haven't published yet, that. So the fastest way to reunion is to find balance within. This will shift the energetic polarities between both, which must be accomplished before alignment is possible. Just like in any relationship, you have to reconcile differences and heal past wounds. Both twin flames must release ego, practice patience. Yeah, this is the one I read. Develop compassion, learn to forgive. And I went on about forgiveness at the start. Find acceptance and love unconditionally. So again, what you have to understand, and I'm sure you do, is that it's all very well if you forgive your twin and you're like, right, where the fuck are they? I just want to be happy. I just want to live the rest of my life. You know, obviously, if karmic situations haven't finished and all that, like that means that people are going to have a bit of a long wait. Is the only way I heard it there. You know what I mean? You've got to be understanding of the karma that needs to play out there. Although, again, a lot of people I'm channeling for, that's in the middle of wrapping up, or it already has, and there's healing going on. But it's that has basically point blank, that has to be understood, that this all takes time. And even if you have forgiven the other person, if they've not forgiven themselves, you need to be able to go through that process of the dark night of the soul. But this is very good for whoever the wave that I'm tuning in for, because the one, well, actually, oh shit, oh my God, of course. Wow, they just dropped that info in. So the shorts for today was someone's divine masculine is coming home. Now, of course, it doesn't literally mean coming home as in, I mean, for some people, it might have been that you live together. Like you might have even been married and they're coming home. But in the sense of twin flames, it feels like coming home to themselves, which is their twin flame. So like say for someone out there, it really is a union happening either this weekend, tonight, or I'm channeling for whenever it happens. But I do feel there is a lot going on this particular weekend. And it is to do with that Pisces is soulmates, it's twin flames, it's romantic love, it's unconditional love. It's for some people it can be being at your wit's end and being like, fuck it, I'm just going to say hi. Do you know what I mean? Like rather than this big poem or fucking I've written you a song or whatever, that's very Pisces energy that I'm channeling. It's like I just need to fucking say something. Do you know what I mean? Because this is just driving me crazy. And all of it's great as long as you're being yourself. But basically it's kind of like it's about what they're trying to say. It's about understanding that if nothing is happening, something is happening. Oh, I get that. Yeah, if it seems like nothing is happening, something is happening. It's just not about you right now. Oh, that's strong. It's not about you. It is about you and it's not about you, right? Because your twin flame is your energy. But you know what I'm saying? Like you've both got separate lives and you don't know what's going on in people's lives. Again, I did pull a casket card here, so I'm just saying there could be some literal, you know, there could be some people that have passed on to spirit, because I don't know if this is a fucking enlightening fact that people don't know, but there's going to be a lot of people that pass to spirit this year, right? A lot. And you better just brace yourselves for that, right? You don't need to be a fucking psychic to work that one out. So spend as much time as you can with your family, loving them hard, and and life is short, you know what I mean? Cheesy but true. Just like in any relationship, wait a minute, I've just read that bit. So doing so helps you both find peace in the process of healing together. Some twin flame relationships are romantic in nature. Oh, this is a bit I didn't quite agree with. Some twin flames are romantic in nature. I would say all are, while others are for personal growth or to accomplish a joint mission. This card serves as a reminder that the purpose of your twin flame journey is to help you align with the best version of yourself, so remain open, willing, and accepting of where your path leads. Don't worry, wonder, or wait. If you stay the course, you will align with divine love for yourself and attract your highest divine partner of this lifetime. And you know, it's kind of interesting what they're saying to me. It's a little bit like, right, although obviously it's not nice to be on the receiving end of that, divine masculine, again, I have always respected this about, well, let's go, I'm not going to be general. I've always respected that about my twin flame, weirdly, that it's like, and I did say that I loved how he had this sense of freedom about him. But it's so funny because as the years went on, I'm like, oh my God, but that is actually quite like me, very like me. But, and again, I do happen to feel it's because we've got similar, I do feel we've got similar placements. Like, I don't know that for it, but I can feel into it. We've got similar placements like that. About like the Uranus sort of Aquarius, rebellious freedom, like basically, but that makes sense. A lot of twin flames feel it's like you could, if you are going to be in a strong partnership, a lot of people with Uranus placements needs to feel free. So I'm not talking about fucking, you know, open relationship, each to their own. That's definitely not what I want, right? Because again, I've been there, done that, wore the fucking t-shirt, right? You know what I mean? I wouldn't call that an open relationship, but I think when you are casually sleeping with someone, it's kind of an open contract that, you know what I mean? You've not got that. You know, you shouldn't have control over people anyway, but you can't really say anything. That is the era I grew up in. It's kind of like, oh, it's all right, you know, they're not my boyfriend. It doesn't hurt like fuck. I'm just, you know, I'm totally fine. Just so, but what the reason why they started making me say that was it's about divine masculines of a bit of a different journey. And so actually, to use a better example, can I use you as an example, Charlotte, that I'm going to anyway, but I think you'll say yes. It's kind of like, you knew that you had that connection with that guy when you were younger. You've went your different ways. You've met your husband. You've married on the 10th of October. Weirdly, Michelle's got married on the 10th of October. That is fucking weird, by the way. Just saying, that's really pretty. Wow. Has anyone else got married on the 10th of October? Maybe maybe there's people that are going to get married on the 10th of October. Do you know what I mean? But it's about, wait a minute. One of my fucking pals is getting married. I don't know what date she's getting married. That's gonna be weird. Anyway, I'll take that. That's weird. I'll take that out because I just remembered it's Libra season. But yeah, you like I said the other night, like, and that's not a coincidence. Out of all the cards, I was channeling on that card that you were meant to be married to that man to have those children. And I really do feel so many masculine energies, women and men that had children to other people that aren't the twin flame really do need to understand that, because a lot of people don't. They don't understand why their lives have went in such different ways. And this is quite simply that's why. But it's not just that's just for people with children that were getting me say, but it is the fact that like everything. So even other kind of romantic things you've got into, or not so romantic, just things were fun. It's all part of the karma that certain people are meant to live out. It is kind of quite different. Although some divine feminines do get married, they do get into relationships, and it can mirror quite strongly. Other connections it doesn't, and it's and it's not about kind of divine feminine done the right thing and divine masculine done the wrong thing. It's not that at all. It's just both your souls have done what they were meant to do, and then they come back around together when it's meant. Right, I get it. Right, so let me see. Oh yes, he looks like Tom. Fuck off. He looks like Tom Cruise. Holy fucking shit, man. Lucky you. How long were you with him? Can you tell I'm a Tom Cruise fan? Although I'm not so much now because he's part of the darkness, just say. Well, sometimes I hope he's not bad. It's just what's kind of, weird is like, come on, Tom. I think it's about time you aged now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on there? But we know I'm prone to the Top Gun and cocktail, and yeah. Did like me some. I'm just so token. That's what all my friends said. Is that they still would say that I've got a type. Like it's all the John Travoltas and the Michael J. Fox. Although Michael J. Fox is a bit of a cutie, though, isn't he? But it's like, yeah, Michael J. Fox, Tom Cruise, John Travolta, Patrick. All these, But I know I'm not alone in that. Cheeky chappy, I would say. Scroll up. When I arrived back, I said you pulled this. Oh, did you? Oh, well, I didn't see that, Charlotte. Great. Just pop on and seeing you were live. I miss you too, Samari. I hope you're doing well. I'm just doing a collective message for Waves of Twin Flames right now. Quite an exciting wave, I might add. Although it feels like I'm on to get people excited because I was tuning in a lot of sadness. Always happy to be an example. Good. Oh, shut up. Oh, no, wait a minute. Sorry. I just shouted too loud. That's fine. I got a bit overexcited. Angela, I thought you were there fucking saying you got married on the... Now, wait a minute. I need to work this out American style. So wait a minute. Right. This is too funny. 10-10 for Charlotte and Michelle is actually the same. Because you know how America, you do your month and your date backwards. So that doesn't matter because it's 10-10. Also, oh my fucking God. Wow. Oh my God. I'm actually getting chills. This is now the third time I've been led to the synchronicity 10-10 today. I'm definitely I'm channeling somebody's union energy here. Again, I mean, this is like the 4th week I've been doing this now. So please, just for fuck's sake, when it happens, just come back and watch. You don't need to watch them all, but watch them and see if it actually played out like this. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. So do you mean the 10th of August, Angela, or the 8th of October? Oh yeah, you said that, Charlotte. Do you not think he's good looking at all? I love Michael J. Fox. Love him. Oh. Right, this is the conscious mind of... How the fuck is it 10? How long have I been on here? How long? How the... Oh, that's one of my favourite. Right, so this is... I've just picked up my phone and it's September, James Arthur. That's one of my favourites. So clearly, somebody's... Again, some people are like, that's ages away, but somebody's union might actually be September there. And again, I really do feel actually, if that is the case, it's like, well, think about it, it's nearly August. So I really do feel this is people are going to start talking in the August. And I feel by the September, it would be like a quite full on actually. And I've just picked it up. If you wanted to, I'll start a family with you. Sometimes I get a little bit jaded, too much pressure just to make it. You smile when I'm angry and I hate it. You smile when I'm angry and I hate it. All right, so I'll still now I need to sing the tune. Wait a minute. My crush on has never faded. My crush on you has never faded. I'll just need to read it. Let's go back to bed until we break it. I'm going to love you for the rest of my life. Yeah, you'll need to listen to that song yourself, but that's very Twin Flames. That's probably why I like it, but that's very Twin Flames. Oh dear. Right. Isn't it interesting? I find it interesting though that I didn't get led to songs the whole time. It's just when it was relevant to what we're saying. Right. October 8th. Right. I thought you meant October 8th there. So, well, that's pretty strange. What is it about that week then? I wonder if there's something I wonder if there's... Why do I feel like that's some kind of strong hand fasting time or something? You know, hand fasting is what a lot of twin flames opt for. Right, in the conscious mind of... Sorry, I'm just laughing from Gracie. Right, so, good Lord. Right, so in the conscious mind, which... When did I come on here? How the fuck is it? How did I can't... Oh my God, I've been on here for 2 hours, haven't I? Because I'm sure it came on about 8 and it's now 10. And I just don't know. I mean, it's happened because it's shamanic time. Maybe we're going to be on here for 4 hours again. Whatever, it's going to be a long night. It's very hot here and it's going to be hot tomorrow. So if this tires me out, that's good. But it normally fires me up. Right, so in the conscious mind of this... Can anyone remember what I said for Divine Feminine? Because that energy was so strong, I forgot. You came on at 8:20. Right, okay, that's fine. I set an alarm. Oh, so that's what it is. I set an alarm and I just ignored the fuck out of it. That's what I said I was going to do. That's fine. It was 10 minutes before my life. Right, okay, right. So, yeah, I knew it was roughly something like that. So, conscious mind of the Divine Feminine. Reprogram your soul, release, raise, reclaim. Yeah, that never stops. 5/5, big changes. So there might be something significant about the 5th of May there. Oh no, let's try to find that again. Oh, I've worked out a better way to find it. Right, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to look at the start. Right, so in the conscious mind, divine feminine energies, your higher guidance suggests you release all that no longer serves you for your greater good in life, love, and livelihood. Now, again, now it feels like, again, because of what's coming up for the masculine in the subconscious, it really does feel like this is past stuff. Again, like I say, it never stops, but I really do feel a lot of work has been done to clear the subconscious gunk that could stop both twins from believing that this is possible. And that is clear by what has come up in the divine masculine side. Your soul is programmed with negative memories from every experience you've encountered in all time, space, and realities through your soul's evolutionary journey. These imprints have created stories that are deep-seated within your soul and are still controlling your actions. This card suggests you reprogram your soul by releasing attachments to people, places, and things that are not supporting you. Obviously, this is everything that I help people with if you're needing support with that. This action will raise your energetic frequency, leaving your heart free to align with your highest potential. Cutting ties to these barriers removes interference in your soul's frequency, which has blocked you from tuning in your highest vibration. Right, yeah, so this is definitely what people have went through in the past, or what you're currently needing to go through, because you think about all the stuff that came up with other cards before. Can't remember what they all said, but it did feel like some real sticky, shitty, sticky doesn't cut it, shitty energy of deception, people around you not quite being who you thought they were. And obviously that you can't just sort of click your fingers and be over that. Although, by the way, it happens a lot quicker than you think it will, because once you realize your worth, you will be elevated to new heights. And that again is why they're getting me to say that if you look at the shorts after this, it has happened for a wave of twins that, like, although the twin might not have come forward yet, they really are about to, whatever that means. You know, that could still be a few months away, it could be weeks away, it could be days away, it could be hours away, for so whatever is relevant, whatever is going to, it's a surprise basically. Oh yeah, and then we'll pull those cards that's got a surprise in it. But definitely, because I titled that one about someone's masculines coming home, and then tomorrow's one is oh shit, it's fucking left me. What is tomorrow's one? I hope that's not someone's coming in and going away again. I just said it's fucking left me. But it's the Mondays. Oh my god! Wait a minute. Sorry guys. I'm actually just gonna have to fucking watch my own thing because I forgot. I remembered and then I forgot. It's relevant. Oh, I can't. I need to go on my own thing because it'll be. I get so excited when I do. I'm channeling excited. Fucking hell, this is not how I've been feeling today, guys. I'm just channeling this excitement of whatever I'm tuning into. Your videos. Right, where is it? Raw truth is, oh fuck, I've just clicked on it. It's raw truth is emerging. So basically, yeah, it's someone getting in touch with their feelings. And I feel as soon as this masculine gets in touch with their feelings, it's straight to share what the feelings are. So bringing your energy into balance restores your heart to wholeness and ignites your inner soul flame. This sense of, am I reading the right one? This sense of being complete will enhance your, wait a minute, is this not the one I read before? Bringing your energy into balance restores your heart and wholeness and ignites your inner soul flame. The sense of being complete will enhance your ability to experience love in all areas of your life. You'll not only radiate love for everything you do going forward, but you'll find appreciation and gratitude for all that is allowing you to reclaim your life in a higher state of being. That's where divine feminines are at in the conscious mind. Right. Let's just get back in the songs there because I like when it ties up. Right, and now it's just a dance song that's just, it's called Yeah Yeah. So but that, oh my god, that didn't feel like my laugh. That was weird. That didn't sound like my laugh. But I don't know whose fucking laugh that. I think that was a laugh. Someone's laughing in the spirit world, to be honest, but that wasn't my, that didn't sound like my laugh. Anyway, moving on. But it's just saying, yeah, that's right, whatever I said. I can't fucking remember what I said either. Right, divine masculine in the conscious mind. So to go over reunion in the subconscious, what have we got for this masculine wave? We've got, of course, we have soul merger, and then there's a swan. So the swans were present on, I don't know if it was actually, that was squirrels, but so swans are on one of these, and this isn't swans, it's two, I don't know what these birds, it's herons. I don't know what kind of birds that is, but it's two birds, you know, merging into one. That's why it's called soul merger. Free, 3rd of March might be significant. No, it's quite funny that I'm being guided to say it because I'm you know, maybe I don't know if I'm going to say that every time I'm using these cards. It's the date, but it's probably because that's the way that my mediumship works with dates. But Yeah, it's giving me ideas to use that in a different way, actually, when I'm doing stuff like that. Right. So divine masculine in this wave of twin flames, yes, twin flames, whatever the fuck that is. Ebb and flow. You're experiencing a soul merger with the spiritual realms of liquid love. This is the one I pulled the other day too, because I've read this one. An invisible connection between you and your source energy that joins you with your beloved. Through this unseen bond, you're magnetically drawn to your twin flame on the etheric plane. This supernatural presence challenges you to see yourself in the mirrored reflection while overcoming obstacles in life, recovering from failed relationships that have left you with a shattered heart. We've seen that with other cards. The intention is to expand your, and isn't this like, this is blowing my mind, right? Because this could have came up for the feminine. And yes, shattered hearts happen for divine feminine, but shattered hearts are more present, I would say, for divine masculine energies, regardless of sex. So that is really quite fascinating. The intention is to expand your emotional range, which helps increase your capacity to feel both love and sorrow. This allows you to experience the depths of great love that expands your heart and teaches you new ways to love. If either you or your beloved avoid facing your mirrored reflection, it will create resistance and might delay physical union. I think you will be familiar with what I mean. And isn't it great when we can have a sense of humour about it? This card reminds you that there's no separation between you and true love. Focus on finding balance within. It will create ebb and flow in your harmonic exchange of giving and receiving unconditional love. Basically, the gist is you can't fake unconditional love. It has to actually be unconditional, which now I get. I was kind of like, why are you making me watch all these sad fucking films where it actually involves people dying? Do you know what I mean? It's not exactly very fucking, I don't know. It's just a bit depressing, actually. But, oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Because another crazy thing that happened when I was watching that Me Before You film, although, sorry, I just spoiler alert, but anyway. And now it's just went on to Running, Naughty Boy, which is very Twin Flame song, isn't it? You know, wait a minute, is it not like I'm not running from myself no more? I'm ready to face it all. It is something like that. Yeah, because it's all very depressing here, and I've talked about these four lonely walls have changed the way I feel. I'm standing still. Nothing else matters now. Nothing else matters now. You're not here. Right, okay. So where are you? I've been calling you. I'm missing you. I don't think that's calling and missing somebody literally. I think that's their soul calling out to you. But this is what we've seen at the start. You will feel your twin flame's soul calling out to you, and you might even feel compelled to contact them. But it's them wanting to contact you. And again, us divine feminines flying the flags out here will keep saying that it's like, if you were the one that didn't do most of the taking action towards somebody before, you have to be the one to do it. I'm ready to face it all. If I lose myself, I lose it all. Yeah, okay, we get the gist, right? That's interesting that came on right when I was saying that. Yeah, but what was funny earlier about a clairvoyant thing was, oh, now I've lost track of if I've pulled the card there. I thought, wow, this is depressing, but actually I do get it. It's like, even if you experience true love for a small amount of time, it's better than a lot of people getting a whole lifetime. And I've said that actually before about my connection, that it's like, well, do you know what I mean? You should be grateful enough that you got to experience that at some point in your life, because some people don't. But it reminded me of Cruel Intentions, because in that, it's, you know, again, a bit of a similar concept. You get this true love for like, well, they have it for like 5 minutes and it goes fucking, you know, it goes the way it goes. But I always loved that when I was younger, that film. It's, you know, it's just real, it's real kind of Aries or Scorpio energy, isn't it? It's just kind of like, that's, yeah, even if you've got it for a small amount of time, it's worth it. But it's also kind of, when you go into the kind of South Node, the past and Scorpio, it's a bit kind of depressing, Romeo and Juliet kind of love. Like, why does it always have to kind of be that way? Whereas if you have something that's that amazing, you've only got it for again, look at it again, because actually all these films, one day, sorry, spoiler alert, leave now if you don't know this. One day, after all the trials and tribulations of taking fucking ages, years to get together, unconditionally loving them, they get together in a fucking perfect relationship, boom, somebody fucking dies, right? The Me Before You, different scenario, but very much about unconditionally, well, just basically true love. Even it's not, and it's just not possible for that. Anyway, you can watch that, very sad. And then the cruel intention, same thing. But again, I feel that it's about this kind of message that it doesn't actually need to be like that. So it feels like, again, I'm picking up on twins out there that are in that kind of, it's been a bit of a martyr. That's what I'm hearing is healing. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's healing that though. But also that's what I was hearing. That it's that kind of like, well, I'd only ruin their life anyway, and I'm just going to make it worse, and I'm not good enough, all this kind of stuff. But as we saw when I was pulling it here, that is being healed. Yeah, because a song called, I don't even know where the hell that's, I don't even know what that song is. Fire On Up just came on. So somebody's feeling better. That's the good news. That's what's been being healed. I did do the one for both, eh? I've been here that long, I fucking forgot. Nah, we've had enough of these cards. They're a bit heavy. They've told us what they need to. What's on the bottom there? Beyond illusion, change your perception. Yeah, somebody's changed their perception. And that's why I just broke the deck. The reunion's coming. But that's what they were in. Because they've realised, I am the chosen one. Neil's woke up, he's coming. Fast track to ascension. Oh, that's what it is. Shit. Oh my fucking God. I don't even care if nobody's keeping up with this and you get bored. This is fascinating. I've just now remembered, as I've just pulled fast track to ascension, as I've just said, Neil's woke up, that the message for tomorrow is it's time to take the jump to your twin in the higher timeline. That's crazy. Oh, I was literally about to type Romeo and Juliet as I watched it for the scene when Leo DiCaprio and Claire Danes meet in the film. Yeah, I've channeled this for years now, Charlotte, that well, more in my private sessions, but I've channeled it since I started doing these at Christmas about that is twin flame love. Oh no, I think I probably have channeled it when I was talking about twin flames, but not basically making obvious that I was one. That yeah, that is twin flame love. Like a lot of, especially if you've got some real strong Scorpio energy going on, like either both of you or one of you, or we've all got it somewhere. It's kind of ingrained from all these films, and more of these films are quite newer, but definitely that one. And it is just, but if you think about how tragic that is, it's all kind of, is it not like, again, it's a bit of miscommunication that goes on there that leads to like her drink, whoever dies first, like, you know, her drinking the poison and then him doing it. It's like what we need to move away from and move into the, no, you can actually have it if you get over your own pride and ego, both twins, you know, whoever needs to move through that. But again, you can't just make yourself do that. Anyway, I get. But see, because we're talking about that, let's just fucking dive on into these cards. Right, what was that? I've just totally changed the order I was going to, but that's fine. My twin is a Scorpio too, yes. Lots of Scorpio divine masculines out there. Oh, so you're both water signs, Pisces and Scorpio. When's his birthday? Because I did mention, Charlotte, were you here when I got drawn in November 85? Is he the same age as you? Don't fucking tell me. Oh, that's hilarious. It must be, well, unless he's it could be October, I suppose. I know October. Oh, ponies just come on. I'm definitely channeling somebody's union. Not fucking singing the lyrics of that anyway. You can Google these, but oh my God. See if a card comes, right, this is hilarious. Right. What, are we going general or are we going specific? I don't know until I do it, right? Whatever's going on in this union that I'm channeling about, what's the message that wants to come through to go with, and let's see if it fits with the same age as me, but all right, oh, that doesn't fit. Well, that's for somebody else out there. For a few people. Look at this. I'm so very sorry. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. What was I channeling at the start? Forgiveness. Right, I'm sorry, I'm done. Right. I can't do ones like this live because I'm a bit lost for words. We are about to reunite. And didn't I say this is somebody's union reading? Might not be happening right now, but this is somebody's union energy. So when it happens, the message might be something to the effect of this. And I doubt they'll be like, oh, we're about to unite. I'll be like, well, yeah, that. Because of that, look, I can't imagine my life without you. So that's the sadness that I'm picking up on. It's like it's basically, let's leave that for a bit so I can get the thumbnail. It's like the reason you're about to reunite is because this person has done the work. So that's why I keep saying, like, just people are doing the work behind the scenes, and it's gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, I can't. But it's not. I don't know about can't. But that could be the case for a lot of people. This energy is very, it can be helpless and hopeless, but it's, they just, I don't know what to say. And then I just said I don't know what to say, and I picked up a card that says I don't know why, but I feel so self-conscious around you. Well, you know why you feel so self-conscious you're twin flame? Because it is like teenage love, teenage romance. It's when getting embarrassed about, we've seen this all the time when people have got a real great, it is a weird thing, but until you actually have a heart to heart and kind of talk about all that shit and why you both feel so self-conscious, it kind of reminds me, it was you that, Charlotte, I won't say exactly what you said, but if you're picking up what I'm putting down, remember you put a comment on one of my shorts once that was about something very similar. And then I replied to you saying, yeah, that's the case with all twins that I've helped. And exact same with me as well. It's like you could be the most confident, flirty person ever with pretty much everybody else. But when it comes to your twin flame, at some point you will have been able to be like that for some people. Or it's like this weird childhood or teenage kind of shyness. But think of it, it's kind of like it's exciting too, that, but it's kind of annoying too, because it's kind of, and it's also like what they were saying to me yesterday, this feeling I was getting was, it's kind of like you always want to show up as the fucking Tom Cruise or the Johnny Castle or the what would it be for, or whatever, the equivalent would be for men with women, or, same sex, whoever you see as like, that basically being perfect. And that, I suppose, is the point, is that it's like it's this mixture of right, I'm going to, like, again, I don't like doing that when what's the fucking difference, but I don't really like going into that too much on live, but it does remind me, and my cousin did once say, when she saw me and my twin interact, that she says, I don't know whether to quote her, she says, I don't know whether it's really fucking cute how you and him behave around each other, or fucking pathetic. And I was like, I love it. Again, cousin's just as direct as me. She actually isn't, but she's my wee cousin, so she was quite honest. I mean, and that it basically kind of nails it. It's like when you see two adults kind of, or younger adults behaving like that, you're like, what's the fucking problem? Just talk to each other. But a lot of people that, I can think some people did actually try and get me and him to just chill out and have fun with each other at certain points when we were both single. And even we just couldn't do it. Like after it got to that point on the journey, you know what I mean? And again, I didn't actually know why at that point. I'm just trying to be honest, like I didn't know either. And I thought, why am I like Ariel in The Little Mermaid? Like I actually have went fucking mute. Like I felt like I was back in high school. You would have thought the same. But it's like, this is why. And then it happens to them and they're like, oh shit. But that's why the feminine understands what the masculine goes through. Anyway. There was always a mess around him. This weird thing came over me every time I was near him. Right, there you go. Charlotte, thank you very much for backing me up on that. You've just fucking basically described exactly what I was describing. That is what happens. That's how you know it's your twin flame. So this is a definite message for someone out there. Again, that there is definitely somebody's union that I'm tuning into, that I feel your twin flame's a lot closer to home than what you think, which isn't everybody's everyday experience. Like you say, a lot of people are in physical union, don't see them, haven't seen them for years, decades kind of thing. But I'm picking up, and I'm not saying that's the one I've been tuning in the whole time, because a lot of this will resonate with more, but I'm definitely tuning in at the start to there's like somebody's got like a close friend, like a best friend that's in love with you, and they're not telling you. Again, you could be like, well, your twin flame is your best friend, but I'm not talking about that kind of what I say all the time. It's like, this is actually somebody's literal friend And if you're wondering why they're being a bit weird or weirder than usual, or if they've been like that for a while, it's now that's fucking fascinating, because I'm thinking, yeah, but then you'd notice if they are your twin flame. So it's like, it means that it's like you haven't quite, oh, that's why they're saying that to me, because there's a lot of people actually that tune in here that you either didn't even know that you were on the twin flame journey until you were on a session with me, or maybe you've heard me saying it or whatever, but I think it was most people it was in a session. But definitely it's like many people, it's like so you obviously knew there was a connection with this person, but you didn't know what a twin flame was. So that's what they're saying. It's like, so it's almost like, when someone's confidence is that dented, that they might be like, well, yeah, I know I've got a connection with that person, but there's no fucking way they're going to still be thinking about me. That's what you can think. Like, so there will be some twin flames out there think that if they've not, because think about it, it wasn't a really well-known concept until I'd say it really sort of rose into being more well known around the 2016 mark. And then, like I say, there was just a ridiculous amount of wave of people claiming that they were on yeah. Anyway, I'm running out of steam here. Right, so I think we're done enough from that deck. So what's happening then, right? Because we'll just go in the wave of what is now. Will we use them last? Now let's just use them now. And then I'll end it with some more collective things, because it's like, I can't be getting this excited before bed, guys. You know what I mean? Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Someone's in hermit mode. There's a union, there's a wedding. There might be a literal wedding. By the way, there has been a lot of wedding chat here. So maybe it's like, that weddings mean union, like the spiritual marriage, like you're married in the spiritual realms. This is what twin flames are. But this could also be, again, people that have been together maybe a bit longer or something, actual weddings, or we don't about future stuff. And all the signs are there. Keep an open mind. Honor your loved one, and you'll notice your relationship becoming stronger. I really love that photo. It's like so intense, but it's quite interesting. It's like all the water either side of them. It's like the emotions, and it's like he's putting his hand. It's like coming out the other side of her heart. Interesting. Very Pisces moon right now. Spiritual love. Your spiritual journey is beginning. Love is in the air when Cupid's around. Yeah, I feel that's picking up on the specific situation, that this is normally when I use these cards, that specific things will start picking up on. It's like somebody's spiritual journey is just beginning. And I actually honestly feel like there's somebody watching this. I don't know if it's right now or replay, but there's somebody watching this that hasn't put the puzzle pieces together. And I'm glad to help you with that right now, or book a session so I can help you further. It's like whatever I've just said, there's clicking something into place for you. And the reason why you haven't saw that person is your twin flame is because you weren't allowing yourself to move into that love for yourself. I think I might, yeah, anyway, again, that's something that you need to book a personal session for, because I can feel that I'm tuning into something more specific there. Right, let's change the script a bit. Let's do a little bit of shadow work, because I don't feel like I'm going anytime soon. I'm having fun. So as long as you are hanging around, we're hanging around. Maybe it's another 4 hour streaming. It's Love Island on the night. I'll just leave if I have. I had a wedding union at the start of my channel in my group. Yeah, wedding cards have been coming up loads. But it's because we are in the time building up to the 8th of August is unions. It's the very heightened time of unions. Either union within yourself. But again, if you reach like a strong point of union within yourself, and then your twin does, like that's when you get together, and it can just happen like that. But that's what you don't know. You just don't know, and that's why these. Yeah, it's a surprise, right? So, what is going on? What is just something collectively that this is going to be able to help people with out there? Might just continue the story, but I'd kind of like to. Like, you know, I keep getting that analogy, like, right, clear it, because it's like we get the gist. Someone's about to reunite. Somebody's popping up out of nowhere. And it's going to be beautiful. Beauty. Problem resolved. New location. They're probably like, right, I'm moving in, got my stuff because I'm raising my standards. Because it sounds like I'm joking, but look, higher consciousness. I've took the fast track to ascension, and I can't be around these people, right? So it might not be literally they're moving in, but it's like I do think it's quite a fast track to quite a lot of stuff for whatever I'm picking up on here. Yeah, being honest with yourself, but be honest with yourself and look inside yourself. But it's because, again, I really do feel this person or you have be digging so deep that it's like, you know, it's like you've reached the diamond, like you've reached your own. And I've got a card deck somewhere that is like valuing your own self-worth. This is just all about self-worth, because somebody's found that true self-worth. Because people can talk a good talk, but it's harder to walk the walk. You know what I mean? I've done their wore the t-shirt. I've been there, done their wore the t-shirt too. I help people with this. When people are kind of, this is why, right? If you've ever done a session with me, though, at some point I will have just got you. If I feel like you're giving me the runaround and your shadow's talking shite, right? To be quite blunt about it, I wouldn't, maybe I didn't say it like that, or maybe I did. I'll get you to shut your eyes, right? Because when people have got their eyes open, most of the time we'll talk shite, right? We'll show off, we'll put on, you know, I put on a good show here. This is my Leo midheaven, but it's also, you know, I'm channeling, I'm using my personality to get the message across, but I'm also pushing it aside to just let it flow. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't know whose this is, I don't know what that is, it might, you know what I mean? I'm just giving the messages and know that they land where they're meant to. Same with the synchronicities of the two people being married on the, you know, 10th of October thing, you know what I mean? I'm just saying it. But basically, oh my God, see, I've done it, I've went that fast, I've lost the flow of what we're saying. It's gone. Anyway, right, let's just shuffle these. It was a rest refuel card from the Work Your Light. She looked like a bride with a bouquet. Oh, interesting. Oh, well, that's quite fascinating, Charlotte. See, that'll be your Pisces moon, because that card isn't even about that. So that's just what you saw in the picture. I love that. Charlotte, that's actually a beautiful example of how different somebody's senses can work. You know, now that doesn't surprise me about you, because you are Pisces, and Pisces is, you know, imagination and pictures and art and stuff. It's like, that's really beautiful. I remember that actually when you were reading a card for me, you saw something in the one of those cards. I was like, oh wow, you know what I mean? That's what I love about this. So thank you for sharing that. Right, what have we got? This is the shadows and light. So let's see what's coming up here. This might tune into some of the more darker stuff or the psychic detective stuff that I like to talk about. Let's change the story a wee bit, guys. We've picked up on the love and romance. Let's dig into whatever the shite is that people are going through out there. Autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. Oh, for fuck's sake, we're still in that depressing vibe, but Amara the Aloha Healing. Now, I know that's not about that, but that is a Hawaiian something. So that is reminding me of somebody needs to be listening to Ho'oponopono, where you repeat over and over again, or you listen to someone else saying it on one of my shamanic journeys that a lot of people like to listen to. I just repeat, I love you. Oh, actually, that's a twin flame one. That's a twin flame one in disguise. So if people are wanting to bring the you know, the inner balance, their masculine, feminine, of course, can I just say, it's not going to be as powerful as having your own soul retrieval for the inner feminine and masculine with me. It's going to be nowhere near, but people do seem to love it to build their strength up. Anyway, you can either listen to mine or you can find the loads that are on YouTube. Just be discerning that it's somebody you can trust, right? If you're falling asleep to anything, basically, because it's going into your subconscious. It's just when you repeat, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Now, you could say it to yourself, because remember, you and your twin are the same soul, or you can, basically, the idea is you are saying all of that to yourself, but also send that energy out to somebody, anybody that you want to forgive. But that's very much a twin flame one from what I remember. Anyway, let's read this. So there's something about autumn. It's just interesting that October was being mentioned, and now we've got something talking about autumn. And then the song September. So I feel what this is about is, it's like, this could be annoyingly, I hope it's not the case, but it's like I could annoyingly be channeling the energies of autumn unions. So I'll need to remember, I'll need to make I'm not exactly going to make a note of it, but I'll need to remember that and come back, because I do tend to, sometimes I pick up way far in the future. That's why you'll see sometimes people will be like, oh my God, I listened to something from 2 years ago and it's making sense now. And it's because I tap into Akashic records. So, but for some people, this might be happening sooner than you think. And Ho'opono is actually about forgiveness too. So just lots of synchronicity. Love Ho'opono, super powerful. Yes, it is. It was definitely something that I recommended when I, was going on about Dark Night Soul and Ascension a lot, like after I went out of mine, because it's a combination of listening to heart chakra music, binaural beats, and Ho'opono was what helped me. Right, so lost and lonely, this fragile little being has the apple of life and wisdom. She has hope, although it is fading fast. Wow, see, so I'm going to read this and then I'll see what it's about, but this very much does feel like when I was mentioning, like, think about it, right? Literally everything I do, right, is usually it's got something to do with either somebody's personal session that I'm about to do, although like I say, I'm not doing a whole load of them right now because of the group work that I'm doing, but it's sometimes it's for me, but it's kind of like it's a bit both, but it's like all day I've been watching sad films. In fact, all weekend, so it's Friday, so yeah, it's to get the vibe of, like, I know they're going to get me to pick into the bits of these films. So although it's fading fast, and again, just to stress, it's because it's Pisces moon right now, and this is when people can feel hopeless, right? This is probably why I'm talking for so long as well, because it could literally be carrying people through feeling like shite and putting them to sleep. You're welcome. This lovely little fairy is all buttoned up against the cold. The bleak autumn landscape offers no warmth or comfort, but in her hand she holds the source of hope and life itself, a bright red apple. With this apple, she can sustain herself till the frost-bound landscape thaws. She can save the seeds from her feast and plant them. Is that kid crying or laughing? I can't hear them now, but it sounded like they were crying, and that's always got something to do with it. It's like someone's inner child. Oh God, even if they weren't crying, that was the download I was getting very strongly. That's really what it is. It's like a lot of twin flames inner child are reaching out for help. Yeah, actually, that must be why I'm mentioning that, because I don't think that's that particular shamanic journey of mine. It's one of the other ones where I'm wearing, the first one I done actually that I shared was in a red jumper, is about healing the inner child. So I think somebody needs to listen to that. Because that just came back to me, right? So she can save seeds from her feast and plant them in the warming ground, so she may never go hungry again. And in the rewards of this act will continue far into the future, far beyond her lifetime. She's holding the source of hope, but is almost afraid to bite into it. It seems she's saving it for a rainy day, or when she has no other choice. This is about the tower moments that are bringing about unions for whenever they happen for people, that it's going to be literally somebody's pushed to do it. And it might come from a place of basically it's not the way that somebody would choose to do it logically, but it's like they feeling very alone, feeling like hopeless, and I've been channeling this for a while now, and just being guided to the one person you can trust when you get in touch with the real truth, who is the other half of your soul. And I'm really stressing when you get in touch with that fact, because until then you might not even, there might be a bit of distrust around the twin flame, because unless you are doing the shadow work and really looking deep within yourself, you might just see them as another person you can't trust. Because although now I come from a place of healing and empowerment, like that's why I'm really honest. And I suppose I don't go into that as much, but I do dip in it and out. Nah, not really, actually. That would be stuff that I would say in private, is that definitely, like, at a certain point I was like, no, I was coming from that place of separation that I do see most people come from, and just always like well, you just don't want to look like a tit, you know what I mean? You don't want to look stupid, or you don't want to look like you care more than them. But once you get what this is all about, it really is just the fact that, like, if both people are in their pride and ego and nobody's dropping the pride and ego, well, you can kiss goodbye ever having anything with them, and you will just be in that Scorpio loving somebody from afar, painful Romeo and Juliet love, because somebody has to drop the pride, or really both, to be honest, for the other person to start to be honest. And it doesn't happen right away, you know. So it's coming back to what I channeled before about the vulnerability. It's like the more guarded and you are, the more so basically this is really about, you've got to tune in your own union energy, which is difficult when I'm tuning into lots of different people's stuff. But it's basically what I'm saying is, when the person's right in front of you, that's when you drop all the masks, you just be vulnerable, because your biggest, darkest fear, love how I'm channeling this in Pisces moon, this is when everybody's fear will be coming up about this. You watching this, right, whoever you are, drop the labels, drop the divine feminine, divine masculine. You watching this, if you're a twin flame, and especially, I would say, if you know who your twin flame is, how do I know? If you don't know who your twin flame is, you might feel as strong. It's your biggest, deepest, darkest fear is that this person does not feel the same as you, and if they do, it'll pass. You know what I mean? They can't possibly love me as much as I love them. Like, there's just no way. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, or they're saying to me, take it even further, because we were channeling about Scorpio energy, and because the Pisces energy is about energies like this, the 12th house, it's like they cannot possibly be as obsessed with me as I am about them. But it's the real answers is, like, seriously, if you're twin flames, providing both people are awake to what this is really about, it's literally exactly the same. Like, you and your twin flame are, once the person's awake to the journey. So again, don't go fucking blowing up inboxes like, I went and told them I love them and they're fucking run away from me. Well, there's still healing to be done there. That's why I say tune in. But once the person gets the courage to reach out to you to say hi, or to confess their undying love, or fucking write you a poem or a song or whatever, fucking, you know what I mean? Stuff. It's a bit of a lucky bag there, guys. Just be grateful of the fucking, hey, how are you? Do you know what I mean? Long time no see. But whatever it is, or bumping into them awkwardly at the supermarket, nobody wants it to be that one. Again, it's going to happen to someone because I just said it for a reason. But it's kind of like, once you get to that point where you've went through all of the trials and tribulations, the karmic dramas on both sides, blah, 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 blah. I say this to people all the time, but once you're sitting looking at your mirror, the other half of your soul, what seriously have you got to lose? Don't hold back. Because again, the amount of times I catch general readings where people are talking about, King of Swords and all this kind of, whether you're the man or woman, it doesn't really make a difference, but kind of holding back a little bit. Different if you're holding back about your own private business that you don't need to share with your twin flame yet, because you just, you're allowed to have privacy. Although, to be honest with you guys, you can feel into your twin flame shit. You really can. But it doesn't mean that you have a right to know about it. That's basically coming through. And vice versa. But it is this kind of feeling of, and why am I'm sure I wrote something down about the King of, oh my God, I did. Look, I've gotten this bit of paper. King of Swords testing. Oh yeah, because that's what I got from that Before You film, was basically, if you've seen it, if you've not seen it, watch it. It's like the guy is testing the girl to see, I'm going to be as cold as I can with you to see how much you can take, and then you're just going to leave me like everyone else does. Boom, abandonment issues, right? And that goes on with both twins. Oh, what are you saying? You're saying that song again. That's that There's Nothing Holding Me Back song. That is a song that I channeled when I first started being a wee bit more raw, open and vulnerable. I was actually wearing this top. But let me see what you said before that. Absolutely, the doubt, fear that lingers is a lot less than it used to be when those thoughts drop in. I think what does Charlotte, that's so fucking weird, by the way, because it wasn't even you that said that to me last week. You're the second person. Is this a thing? Are people out there saying, what does Claire say? What does Claire say? And let the fear go. Oh my God. that actually nearly brought a tear to my eye. That's so funny because if my soul fam member client's watching this on replay or later, like she literally said the same thing as you. I'd rather leave this world knowing I told them how I feel. Oh, fucking beautiful. I don't need any more of this shit after these films. But yeah, exactly. And that is the conclusion that you or your twin flame will get to at some point. But it's like, this is it, honestly, you wouldn't believe the fucking downloads I've had over the weekend. It's like, that's why they've made me stay in my bed. It's fucking intense because all these downloads and half the time I have to be like, is this for me? Is this for everyone else? Is a bit of fucking everything. Also, by the way, random, but it's so funny on that recorded video. Oh, that was another thing that happened, Charlotte. You commented on that video that I'd done, and then it made me watch it again for some reason. And now I've actually forgot the reason why I watched it again. So there's no point in me saying it, but I just wanted to say thanks because a lot of yous do that. Like, yous give me either signs for myself or you say something that triggers something, and for whatever reason, it was like, yeah, I think it was to tie together something they'd said. But that in that film, it's like that is what divine, if you think about it. So if you think about some of you women that are in divine masculine energy, you will have at some point done this to your twin. Actually, forget that. Both twins will have done it to each other. You test you test it to see. You just, yeah, it's just you're testing each other, but you've got to come out. Oh, I'm just losing my words now. But this is how I feel. I'm tuning in that someone's feeling like this. It's like they've got so many words that they want to use to explain how they're feeling. And then it's like, you just think, I can't even fucking say anything. So you just don't bother. And that's Pisces moon too, because it's confusion and illusion. It's deep emotions. And it's also silence. So a lot of Pisces moon can be very psychic and telepathic, therefore might not be big talkers. Actually, that is quite King of Swords energy. Anyway, well, I'm just going to read my notes here. Sharing, vulnerable. Oh, shaving. That's it. Right, I'm thinking shaving. That makes sense too. But there's a scene when there's a shaving scene. And if you know this film again, it is very tragic. You know, the guy's paralyzed from the neck down. And he lets her, the carer that they fall in love, shave him, right? And I was fucking sobbing because I was like, that's obviously quite a literal, vulnerable thing to let somebody do, because she was quite I mean, her character's a little bit like me, I'm not gonna lie. But do you mean kind of like, you know, just tripping over and falling over things and that? She might have dropped the razor, you know what I mean? Could do it all kinds of wrong. But it was just, it was the vulnerability. It was really quite beautiful. And you'll get if you watch the film. And this is what I wrote, because I remember, yeah, she brings him back from the dead, is what I would say. Now, that might seem quite dramatic that I said it like that, but it's because, didn't I say I didn't want to channel these tonight? And then it's like they brought me into it anyway, because I think it's tied into this. It's like, that's what Isis done for Osiris. And that is what I feel strongly, you know, the twin flame journey is about. It's like, you might not realize it, but it's why I say all the time, you might not get it, but it's like you being brave and vulnerable and stepping into your courage and doing what you love. And, you know, for many people that can take many, many years. It takes as long as it takes. Time's an illusion. It can take fucking decades for some people. Some people, if you're lucky, it doesn't take as long, but it takes as long as it takes is the point. But it's kind of like, as long as you're open and trusting to the journey and you're getting it and you're working on yourself, you might not even have any idea how much you're helping and healing your twin, but you will, you know, you will both find out how much you've helped each other, because it's not just a one-way street. You both help each other, and that's really what that whole film's about, although it's just fucking tragic because they don't get too long in the love bit, you know what I mean? It's like, it's for whatever time that guy has, so just take that part out of the journey. It's she brings him back to life and he actually brings her back to life, you know, like she was with somebody. Oh god, yeah, that I'm sure I wrote, because she was with, that's what I wrote in the back of the paper, because she was with her boyfriend for 7 years. There's that old 7 years again. 7 years is karma, karmic cycle. Karmic cycles have completed. 7 years is very significant to lots of people on the twin flame journey as well. and she was with her boyfriend for 7 years, and the boyfriend says at one bit, like, I've spent 7 years with you, like basically meaning like I've wasted my time. But it's like there was no connection. There's that word again. There was no connection between them. You can see it throughout the film that it's like she's like fucking like, Christ, this guy's what made to fucking do marathons and everything. And it's like the man that she's looking after brings more life out in her than what this guy's brought out of her in 7 years. And that is really the case for a lot of twin flames. And that's where divine feminines that are still in their ego will need to get, oh, this is going to trigger people, but I'm going to say it, need to get over that because some people can't get over the fact that somebody has spent that many years with their twin, but it's like, then you're not getting the sort of, I was married 7 years before we separated. Oh my God, there's just so many synchronicity. But it's yeah, it's just something I can't really put into words. I think all of that will kind of make sense when it's meant to, but that was a real strong message that was coming through. You can't change people. Why have I wrote that? You can't change who people are. You just love them. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the twin flame journey too. It's like, you can't, I've said this before, it's like, if you are a true twin flame, the thing is, I kind of just want to stop talking because it's like, I'm just sort of, I should be mirroring back what you already know. And it's kind of like how people will drop off the live or only watch 10 minutes or whatever. It's because they don't get it, because they're not on the journey. But if you really are on this journey and you're not on the same bits as me and the people that I help, you will get it. Because it's like, you love your twin flame through it all. Even all the bits that other people would be like, oh, fuck him. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean you don't have moments of thinking fuck him or fuck her. Do you know what I mean? That's when you go away and just make yourself happy. But it's kind of like for a while and just love yourself, you know, that is the gift they give you, ironically, is you loving yourself. But it's just some people get that a bit fucked up and they think, well, fucking love myself now, fuck you. And it's like, yeah, but that's not true, is it? That's someone in their pride and ego, because I don't care what anybody says, unless there's something real dark happening, whatever. There might be some exceptions out there. I think I can think of maybe one or two that I've seen. It's yeah, it's not the truth, is what I'm saying. And that's why I was saying about, I get people to close their eyes on sessions when they're being too guarded, because when people close their eyes, they get into more of the truth, the real truth of their heart. And they just drew me to heart chakra healing when I said that. It's like a video on the YouTube thing. Anyway, I'm starting to go so high up into the dimensions here when I'm like I'm going real, just want to use all these words like quantum and that. It's like I'm going so high up. It's like I need to start coming down now, because it's like, I can't really explain that. But did I read everything on that bit of paper, so I don't need to do it again? You are pretty much the only thing that makes me want to get up in the morning. Right, so they must have said that at some point to one another. And I really do feel that I'm channeling somebody's twin. You're pretty much the only thing that makes me want to get up in the morning. Oh, I know what it is. It's the man says it to the woman for obvious reasons. But actually, I would say that she was feeling kind of the same in that film. But it wouldn't have been obvious. Oh, that's what he said at the end. Live boldly, push yourself, don't settle. Knowing that you still have possibilities. Yeah, that's what I got from that as well. The way that film ends, it's like being grateful that you've got a life and that you can go and be brave and bold and like I was saying, the end times, you know what I mean? So kind of coming out of the kind of feeling sorry for yourself. Again, if you need to be in the woe is me energy, be in it if people are in the dark night of soul. But when I was channeling some of the collective energy, it was like, it's time for people to jump out their dark night of soul, and what will pull them out of that is being with their twin. Again, it's not for everyone. You'll know if you're at that bit. She's holding the source of hope, but is almost afraid to bite into it. It seems she's saving it for a rainy day or when she has no other choice. When I'm saying she, this might be he, by the way, or they, whatever you want to change it to. Soon she will realize what she has herself and turn to it for sustenance and comfort, and winter will then be through it. Will then be through. It cannot end till she takes a bite from the apple she holds. Autumn speaks. I keep waiting for help, for hope to come, but all about me is cold. I cannot find what I'm looking for, and indeed I can barely remember what it is I was in search of before I got so lost. Fuck me, by the way, right? So I'm channeling some real, this person's not feeling good. So either this is you right now, this is your twin, or this is where you've been. It's something like that. I am cold and alone, and no one is with me. See, that's someone's inner child I'm channeling, but I know I have this apple, and that when I truly need it, I will eat it, and then all will be well. It kind of reminds, this is a bit of a random example, but it kind of reminds me of when I've given these, why have I frozen my TV? Oh no, I've not. I was just staying really still. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I've just been literally talking to myself the whole time. That means something though. I thought it was frozen and I wasn't. So it's like somebody's frozen and they're feeling frozen with their feelings, like just not even knowing, just it feels like overwhelm actually. But it also feels like when I spoke about delayed gratification, like, you know, this kind of feel like I've got, I mean, I'm not as strong with that, but I always have got it somewhere where it's like, right, when I'm actually looking at a new dress I got that I haven't worn, so that's quite funny because I did get it. It's like you could wear it, you could dress it up or down, and it's like they're guiding my eyes to it, and I get what they're saying. It's like I'll be like, right, I'll wear that when it's a special enough day. I'll wear that when it's a special enough occasion. And what if that occasion never comes? Because think about it, I've spoke about films where either somebody's fucking knocked down in an accident, dead, to be blunt, or they get knocked down and they're paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? A bit depressed, but what I'm saying is you just never know. And I suppose I've said that at some of these points as well, is when people play games and all that, it's different if they're moving through their different feelings and going through their spiritual awakening. But I suppose it really does come down to that, is that none of us really ever know how long we've got. And yeah, I suppose that is what they're saying. Like, to be grateful that you've got a life, to take these big, brave, bold risks in love, true love, life, business, wherever you want to put that. By the way, this is total the energy tomorrow. I'm totally like clearing the sadness to pull in the fired up energy. So come back and put in the comments if I fired you up with something, because I'm appreciative when people let me know that when I've sat here for fucking hours, I actually helped. You know what I'm saying? And Charlotte, thank you, because you're one of them the other day. It did seem like that. It helped you. Time to stop relying on others for that comfort, warmth, and substance that only true self-love can bring. There we go. Twin flame journey. Waiting for others to give you what you need will be a long and lonely, bone-chilling wait at this time. And that's why I've said, even at certain points when you thought that other person's going to keep you warm when you're in the winter, I don't know why they're giving me that analogy, but I suppose because I've been going on about the seasons, they're not. It's like, even if, you know, when you've been like saying to someone, I really like you, or however you said it, like, you know, I like you more than I've been letting on, can we be something? If you didn't truly love yourself at that point, which I'm guessing you didn't, because you've got to go through all the rings of fire, the twin flame journey, it would have broken down. You would have hurt each other. I'm sure I'm actually channeling people that did do that, and other people that, you know, didn't. But it's kind of like, you will keep hurting each other. Actually, if you choose to keep going too near to each other, you will hurt each other, because you're not healed. So that's why most twin flames stay away from one another. Some it's not as many years and they can go through the process. Other people it's years. Some people it's 10 years. Again, like I always say for myself, and there's people that are longer. I feel it's been such a huge separation, still is. Fuck knows how much longer. Because I'm a teacher of this. Like, I really do get it. It's why I'm so compassionate. There we go. So look at what you already have, turn to it and feast on it. Learn to love and appreciate the apple in your hands and save the seeds of self-love and plant them. From this one remaining magical apple comes the gift of wisdom. That was wisdom and divine masculine side at start. Comes self-love, comes abundance, and comes the knowledge that you are a person who deserves to care for and love your own self. This is really feeling like it's coming back to the reunion and the subconscious, which is finally sank in to some divine masculine energies, which I know is a lot of the women out there as well that watch this, as well as the men. Once you just take one big bite of the juicy apple, you will be committing to helping yourself, and then you will be free of the need for approval, shelter, or rescue. This is only one true rescue. There is only one true rescue, and it comes with the miracle of self-life. Go ahead, eat the apple. Interesting. Right. I'm definitely coming off soon because, oh my God, has it been 3 hours or 4 hours? I can't count. I'm like, I can't work out the maths. Right, I feel this one. Read from the book now because I'm getting tired. And I'm burping a lot. I'm transmitting a lot of energy here. Right, I did thank you. In perfect action. I felt amazing and buzzing on Friday. Good, love it. You see, Charlotte took part in my Fuck It, Let's Go challenge. Fucking hell, it was like a year and a half. Fucking hell, that's funny. Fuck It, Let's Go, fucking hell. It was like a year and a half ago now, wasn't it? Because it was like not Christmas last year, but Christmas the year before. And then I've done it again. Anyway, speaking of that, that's actually what I'm planning. Oh, 2.5. Right, that's fine. But that's not, I thought it felt like longer. That's actually what I'm planning on doing this week. So spoiler alert, but I'm going to be doing we'll see how it goes, but I doubt I'll be doing it as live videos, but I'll be doing it, I feel, as like short videos. So thank you, Charlotte. So yeah, if you want to get involved with that, just catch the videos and can't, like you say, I'll try my fucking best, guys. That's all we can do. I'll try and keep that. This is not helping this hex. I'll try and keep them short so that you can catch up with them. And I don't know how it will translate to YouTube, to be honest, because I've done it in a private group before. But when I've done it in a private group, it was amazing the how much everybody literally took total shifted their paradigms and shifted their mindsets and took massive quantum leaps into a new reality. So, and basically, whenever I've ran that before, right, like it's always about a real deeper part of the ascension process. So I dare say, I think I'm just getting guided to do my Fuck It, Let's Go challenge to kick people up the arse a bit. And obviously it's to help, it's to help show what I'm good at helping people with. But rather than telling you all the time and getting other people to tell you, well, I've not even really got too many live people to tell you. I am going to be getting people to tell people, because people could think I'm fucking making these reviews up, which I'm obviously not. But it's like, you know what I mean? But it's, yeah. We'll see. I'll trust. Right. We'll take a bit of my own advice. Right. So let's get someone else's advice that's been channeled to give me a bit of a rest now. What do we need to know from the wisdom of the oracle? I feel this is going to be, look at that right here. I never paid any attention to this. Actually, I've wrote magic fairies / inner child, because that's what, new locations come up again. Because that's what I feel Pisces is. Parenting and children. There's something about, parenting children, new location, whatever that means to anyone, and raising your standards. Right, someone's going to know what that means. Give us a general message. That felt quite specific. Inner child magic for the collective. We've got magic of nature, rise above problems. Quite simply, you need to spend more time in nature, and I'm hearing it loud and clear, God, angels, all that jazz, because I absolutely need to get outside. I've been inside too long. If I don't get up really early though, I'm not going out because that's too fucking hot for me. But so let's pray the Aries moon can help me break free. Because I've been fucking trapped. I'm only joking. I kind of done it on purpose because I'm so fucking sensitive in a Pisces moon. I'm like, nobody fucking come near me. I don't actually say that. I just think it. I'm kind of thinking that the whole time I'm outside, to be honest. Right. So what have I wrote here? I've done that one. No, I'll do that last. That was to take action and surrender. Right, okay. I'll sit there. So I've wrote straightforward. This is a straightforward advice for someone out there. Let's try and hit as many people as it makes sense with. Not tomorrow though. Yeah, I'll do it not tomorrow though. See, Mondays are my day off, so I do just kind of like to stay in my jammies in my house. But the thing is, I've been in my jammies for like days now, so. What is some straightforward advice for people out there? Lavender. So look at this. This is I mean, this is just so hashtag all the feels, right? We're in Cancer Sun, which is about motherly family, soul family, which is why I felt this whole family needed me here. And Pisces is unconditional love. Really, it's mother and unconditional love is this energy. It's very, very sensitive, beautiful energy that we're in right now. So surround yourself with love really fits. Of course, the 19th may be significant. The 19th of July is in a couple of days. That's my sister's birthday. And lavender, surround you. And lavender also reminds you of anxiety, because my nana used to put lavender on. I was actually talking to my sister. I think my sister actually hates lavender because I like it again now, but it's like lavender. My nana used to put lavender on her pillows all the time, so she kind of overdone it. It's like my nana also. So bear in mind, I'm talking about my nana. So I do feel, although this will be my nana helping me channel this too, I really do feel someone's gran or nana. Being drawn the word mediumship again. Someone's gran or nana is what in a gate crash and say something right now. So let's just see. And you're going to know it will hit you in the heart. It might be tying back to whatever came through at the start. I feel somebody's been speaking to their grandmother. We'll just say grandmother, whatever you call them. And that's so funny. I just heard like someone's nan say, no, nan. Oh, it just makes me piss myself laughing when it's like I get like, oh, it's too funny. So yes, someone was called Nan, and she's telling you tremendous things are in store for you. Wonderful surprises await. Because I got drawn a card that says that. Seek professional help if you need to, and all will be well. 18th, again, she's asking you to do that tomorrow. And I really do feel like if this is for people watching this live or on replay, I'm not kidding. Like I really do feel that this nan is saying like you've not been led here for no reason. So whether it's you got the help you needed throughout the live, or I do feel this is about actually reaching out for one-to-one help with me or with someone else. But all I'm saying is you are on this live. But yeah, seek professional help if you need to. It all will be well. This is somebody feeling really sad. Like I kind of want to burst out crying. I wonder if that's why they've been making me cry all day. Fucking hell, man. Yeah. Whew, that's fucking, yeah. We understand that sometimes, oh my God, I didn't even read that before I said that. We understand that sometimes you may feel alone, but we're always here. Somebody's been talking to their nan or their gran, and this is their nan or their gran answering them that you're not alone. But they do want you to get that help, and you know where to go for the help. Stand up for what you know is right. We are supporting you. Have you laughed today? Find your joy and lift your soul. And it's the 17th today. We'll see, this is why I came on. Although a lot of it's been very sad and it just went a bit sad again. It's because somebody needed a laugh. So hopefully I've provided you with that out there. What the fuck's that all about? 4 frogs sitting on top of one another. Slimy wee bastards. Right, now I like frogs, but I did just say that, right? I can't take back what I just said. There's 4 friends around someone. There's slimy wee bastards that have just sorry, it's actually not funny, but it's like I'm looking at this thinking snakes. Like but the thing is, like, I actually work with snake medicine. That's very Scorpio kind of energy, and it's what allows me to help people sift through the darkness. But in this sense, I'm more thinking of snakes being like snakes in the grass. Yeah, anyway, that'll mean something. So basically, it's like, it reminds me of when I channeled the other day about when I was going through a shitty time, felt all alone. And I went on that thing that was saying I was on a mediumship Zoom, and it was with all these older women that I didn't know. And it was like they all just, oh God, I'm really going to start crying if I start channeling this. But yeah, honestly, I've never been so grateful in my life. And it was also the reason why the reason why I was on it, my friend, if there is watching this, actually, yeah, was going to go on it, and then they couldn't, and then so they gifted me it. So it's just crazy the way that things happen like that, isn't it? That because I'm a channel for passing on healing messages all the time. Whenever anything really fucking, because when something bad happens to me, it's usually pretty fucking bad. Like, yeah, it's just amazing the way in which I'll be guided to somebody to help me. Yeah. Right, I'm going to read this card now because I'm going into my feels. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like the best version of yourself, people you can trust with anything in the world. Maybe you've been distancing yourself from your found family, or maybe you haven't discovered your found family yet. What the fuck does that mean? Is fond spelled F-O-U-N-D? How would you spell it without the U? Or is this person just saying your found family? Somebody get the dictation thing on the Google. Dyslexia problems. But again, I'm going to translate that. This is your twin flame. Like, because, yeah, fuck. I think I need to publish that one I haven't published yet. Because I said something quite similar in that from memory, that you can't actually get, although lots of people would be like, oh, it's my family, blood's thicker than water. It's kind of like, see, when you get to this point in ascension, it's really weird. Like, it's amazing if you've got a close relationship with your family, but if you think about it, if your twin flames are the other half of your soul and it's a romantic sexual thing and you love them a bit, all the shit that, we know, then they will be your family at some point, but they're literally the other half of your soul. So you couldn't get any more. Like, it's kind of like, that is the gist of it. You need to make an effort here. Go out there and reconnect or make new connections. I'm not making this shit up. And it's the 19th. So this is what I'm saying, right? This is literally happening for people right about now or in the next couple of days, because the 19th is in a couple of days. This is saying go to the people that feel like home. And this is the energy that we're in. So for some people, this might be hanging about your pals. What are they doing? She's sitting eating popcorn. She's got the tarot out. She's sitting with a wee cup of tea. She's like, do you like my new hat, ladies? Whatever. If it's guys, it's sitting around doing whatever fucking guys do. But you know what I mean? It's sitting with people that feel like home. But I'm going to read this again, because remember I said this is advice. So straightforward advice from somebody's fucking granny, I might add. And by the way, the granny might be called Lily, because somebody called Lily in the spirit world has been stalking me for weeks. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like, if your granny's not called Lily, just disregard it. It could be about transformation, because that's going on too, but somebody's granny's called Lily. And I'm going to find out who. You feel like the best version of yourself. Oh, bear in mind, actually, I have got a client who her nan is called Lily, so she might not be on this. People you can trust with anything in the world. Maybe you've been distancing yourself from your found family or fond, whatever the fuck this is meant to be. Maybe you haven't discovered your found family yet. You need to make an effort here. Go out there and reconnect or make new connections. But off the back of what I just said, it's on page 21. 21 is coming full circle too. Off the back of what I just said, that is very much like when people need to get outside. And yes, I'm well aware they might be talking to me there too. Right, although I'm currently putting a shopping orders to collect between 8 and 9, before it gets ridiculously hot and then hunkering down in front of oh, fuck yeah, you're going to have to, what's it going to be again, Charlotte? Oh, but Charlotte, I don't know if did you see, I screenshotted it, because although it's not going to get that hot here, it was like this woman's advice. It was a doctor, it was someone in Australia on Twitter had put this thing, it was a big long list of stuff, and it was something about like, the best thing to do, right, is to close the curtains until night. And one of them was about like freezing, like putting a towel, or I suppose like smaller face clip. Well, I just read it out. Maybe people need to hear this shit. It was like putting a towel or a cloth. So this isn't mine, by the way, just to, reference people probably. It's like, and putting things in the freezer, because it's like if people start dehydrating, this is stuff that would be very handy. Oh, and another bit of wisdom. This is from a doctor from when I was a baby and I was dehydrated. The doctor said to my mum, I've said this quite a lot, but I'm being guided to say it. It's a lot of people, right? So whether it's through a hangover or not being well, whatever, whether this is, adults or children, a lot of people could literally stop being hospitalized through dehydration if they only knew that to stop yourself being severely dehydrated, if you can even just manage to give someone or yourself a teaspoon, I think it's a teaspoon, it might be a tablespoon, but like something like that of water every 15 minutes, you know, if they're severely hydrated, would be enough to stop you being hospitalized. And I found that to be true, because seriously, guys, there were some times on some girls' holidays where I'd fucking overdone it, and it was like, seriously, like, I'm not even being funny. There was a couple of times where I actually thought I was going to fucking pass the spirit world. So that's why I don't drink now. It's not even funny. Mixture of probably not being good with the sun and drink too much and not drinking enough water, all not very good. But because I remembered that my mum always told me that, it's always saved me. And I was actually stressing at my sister the other day when my niece wasn't well. And she clearly hadn't taken on my mum's wisdom, because she didn't even remember that she'd said that. So cheers, Ronald, for telling me that, because I just passed it. That's my mum. Pass it on everyone. I know it's an unfortunate name to have in these times, because the Rona, I know that. My Rona's a good Rona, a fucking brilliant Rona. Right, where the hell? No, it's going to be a fucking nightmare to find that shit. So you can just go and find it yourself, but something like that. Keeping kids at home feels the right fit. Absolutely, it's too fucking hot. This is what I'm saying, Charlotte. It's spelt found, F-O-U-N-D. So maybe, I mean, let's do it for a laugh. I don't know if my phone. No, fond is F-O. It must be found family. She must just be making up her own. Fond is F-O-N-D. Yeah. Pillowcases in the freezer. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought of that. I mean, surely, I don't think I'm getting a fan. Like, that just seems a bit OTT. But the other day I was, oh my God. See, when it was my hay fever and I had all the windows shut, and I actually done it for days, and I was like, I felt like a chicken in an oven. I was like, I'm not doing that again. I'll just have to deal with the streaming tears and all the shit that comes with it, because I'm not doing that. I've basically never shut my windows. So that was hell on earth. Anyway, did I slow down to show people this enough? It was like, I got a deck of cards and they sent this amazing paper. See, now I would never, like, this person, I really love this person. That's maybe a bit strong, but it was like they put in the nicest wrapping paper ever to wrap up my card deck. It's got rhinos, a ram, that can be a sign. Oh, is it a deer? Deers are unconditional love. The ram is divine masculine sign, really. Zebra. Oh, zebras were important. I remember Angela saying zebras were special to her. Elephant, chimpanzee. Yeah, it was wrapping paper that somebody sent. So I didn't show it the time before. Right. That randomness is probably going to be incredibly significant. You see it, or a giraffe too. It could literally be that somebody's been like, right, if this person feels the same about me, show me a zebra. If this person feels the same about me, show me a giraffe. And then there I am, like, there you go. But I don't know that I'm answering the person's question. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, so it must be found. So you're found family. Right. So this is the action that is someone's being guided to take, and then we're going to do surrender. So this is the masculine action. Well, masculine. Now, bear in mind, it might be a card about rest or do nothing. So let's just see. But the action that somebody out there needs to take, if it's the two penguins, I'm going to be like, oh my God. But let's just see what it is. And then the surrender will be the feminine. Yeah, it was really lovely, isn't it? I was like, oh my God, see, that person didn't delay gratification. She was like, you know what? I'm going to send this random person that's bought my thing on eBay this beautiful wrapping paper. And I appreciate that random person, because it made me feel special. Oh. Well, I haven't done that for ages. Ask for it. Do it. Actually, that's what I am getting. Everybody do that, okay? Everybody that wants to get involved here, right? Whether it's about your twin flame, whether it's about whoever is talking to their granny out there. And because again, I'm not being funny. Somebody literally has asked their granny something, and I do feel I've answered it. Whether they let me know that or not, that's your business. But it'd be good if you let me know, because it's always good to know. And by the way, I know I just mentioned it's my sister's birthday on the 19th of July, but I'm wondering if it's somebody else's because they're pulling me a book over there that's about birthdays, and it just, the word birthday is just screaming at me right now. So I do feel it's somebody's birthday watching this like very soon. What else? Yeah, ask for a sign. Ask for a specific sign. Okay, and because, like I say, there can be energies that there can be demons literally that trick us. But I've opened up this sacred space. I always do. I know it looks like I've just jumped on here, but for it, so obviously you know how to do it, Charlotte. So for anyone that's like, how do I do this? Pretty self-explanatory. Wait a minute, that's eBay. Let's see if it's something significant again. It's something to do with leaves. So it's like a floral green leaf top thing. That was like, yeah, anyway. 21st of July, actually. Somebody's birthday is 21st of July, because there you go. Right. Oh, the fuck were you telling me there? Oh, did I just know? Did I? Better not have went in the shop. I don't know. I was trying to remember something. I can't remember. It's going. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was it. The sign thing. So, yeah, basically just think of the most, right, what I want people to do out there, if you've never done this before, right? And even if you have, right? Ask for the most randomest sign ever. So don't pick something obvious like you love zebras and you're picking a zebra, right? Pick something random like a blue zebra. Like that's pretty fucking random. If you then see a blue zebra tomorrow, or even if you see it any time in the next fucking 3 weeks, that's pretty random, right? But guaranteed, because I don't know if I actually gave this story. So sorry if I did. I'm going to repeat it again. Again, I'm in the business of repeating things because it drums into people. I'm a hypnotherapist as well. When I was watching Peppa Pig with my niece a couple of weekends ago, now I'm not going to tell you what I'd asked for, right? But it was something along the lines of that, right? I'd asked to see a blue animal. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it was an animal that isn't usually blue, right? And then a color of like another thing, right? Now, so just two random things, and I was like, right, if something, show me this, show me that, right? And I didn't, and you could, if you want to, you can put a time frame on it, right? Like you could say like within the next 24 hours, within the next 48 hours, at some point this week, or you could leave it open. And just because, again, when I done this a few weeks ago, I didn't actually put a time on it. It was just like, right, when this is going to happen, show me this and this, right? And actually, yeah. So anyway, so just, or whatever, right? Do it in whatever way you want to do it. Or say you're talking to someone in the spirit world, if that is really you that's hearing me, or if you can hear what I'm saying to you, because that's what I feel someone's said. I feel like someone's been saying, like, Nan, if you can hear me, or Gran, answer me, either somebody said literally through Claire, because some people do that are connected to me, or through somebody that, like, for instance, I said something like that yesterday, like, I want an answer to this through somebody that is a true channel or something like that. And then it was like literally like seriously like 60 seconds later I was like, holy fuck, that was fast. So yeah, pick something random. It doesn't need to be like a blue giraffe or whatever, or whatever. It can be absolutely anything, but all I'm saying is pick something random, right? And it could even be like, so say you picked something like, I'm just going to go with blue zebra, right? It might not be that you see a blue zebra thing. It might be that you see the word zebra, or I don't know if that's reaching. If you see somebody wearing a zebra print, I think that's reaching. Anyway, you could be the decider. But the reason why I was mentioning my niece, sorry if I've told this before, but I do think it's really funny. I do, honestly, I think it's because I've noticed she's got a planet in the 12th house like me. So it's like she's psychic in a different way from me. But, oh yeah, right, humbling. That's what it was. So basically I was describing, in I was like, what fucking age is in 4-year-old language? And she's only just turned 4. Like I was describing this whole ask for a sign thing, right? While we were watching Peppa Pig, while I was waiting for her sister to fall asleep in the next room, top auntie, hashtag top auntie, by the way, because I just get them down like a dream and they sleep all night. I mean, it's magic. But basically, I saw 2 signs that I'd asked for in a couple of episodes of Peppa Pig. So it just shows you can turn up anywhere, because I was like, where the fuck am I going to see that? And I was like, oh my God. So because that happened and I was all excited, Josie's like, what the fuck? Well, she wasn't saying what the fuck you're excited about, but she was looking at me like, what the hell, Auntie Claire? So I just kind of explained to her in 4-year-old language, right? Can't remember what I said now, but I said about the whole sign thing, right? So she grasped what I said about the signs and she was like, oh, like the theatre, right? Now she'd just done a wee dance show at the theatre. So that's probably where she got that from, right? But me being a smart ass being like, oh, she's not really got it. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm going to say. If you've not heard this, you probably know what's coming, right? I shit you not, right? So bear in mind, like I've probably said something to her like, well, yeah, you know, the theatre, yeah, you might, I don't know how you could see the theatre, but you know, something might cut. So I didn't shut her down, because it's important. Again, it's at that pivotal age under 7. This is where a lot of us have got fucking blocks from being ignored or shut down or whatever. You know, I was like, yeah, you know, that might happen. But seriously, at myself, I'm thinking, how the fuck's the theatre going to work as a sign? I shit you not, right? Literally, it was either in the same episode or because they last like 2 minutes. Next episode, they were at the fucking theatre. I was gobsmacked. I was fucking gobsmacked. Absolutely gobsmacked. I was like, Josie, they're at the theatre, and she just kind of, and she was cuddled into me. She just kind of looked at me. She's like, yeah, I asked. You know, that was my sign. I'm thinking, oh my God. So that is just a lesson in children are the best teachers, which is, I'm an eternal child, by the way, so I'm going to give myself credit there. But it's kind of like also the fact that like they're just so open. And she was like, yeah, I asked for it, so there it is. And it was just kind of like, but also it's like, it's humbling, you know, that some things adults think we know better, but like, but also I think she's quite psychic. But I mean, how nuts is that? So literally you could, so who am I or anyone else to say to you right now, oh, choose a sign, yeah, but not that sign. Choose fucking any what is a sign. Go as random as you can and then come back and share with me. We might make this a thing, by the way. I'm getting far too excited right now. But do it. If you're on live or replay, do it and come back and tell me when you see your random sign. And watch this. Other people will talk about something that will be your sign. Because you do it with me all the time. So I'm not about to tell you all the time. But if I'm ever like seem overly grateful for you commenting or something, it's probably because you just, you know, said something or I don't know. Right. What is the action advice for somebody watching this right now, or quite a few people? So basically, it feels like God is giving you a lesson right now, and don't leave yourself hanging. Ask for help. Ask for a sign to answer something. Ask for someone like me. So it can be literally me, but go easy on how much you ask that, because I'll be getting pulled off the other shit that I'm doing. I'm joking. They'll make sure the timing's right. Like, for instance, I dressed it all weekend. I was kind of bored, and now I feel like I'm coming off feeling, yeah, my energy's picked up as well. But it's about, yeah, just be open. You just don't know where that's going to come from. It might not even come from somebody like myself that does channeling and cards and everything. It literally could come from somebody that doesn't even believe in this, saying something. Because that was a message I gave a client last week, actually, that you're somebody. So I'm interested when I catch up where like how this happened or if it happened or whatever. But it's kind of like, it was like somebody that you don't even really get on with, that you don't necessarily like, is going to say something that's just going to click something in place for you, that's going to make you change your life. Because that's what I mean. If you're really open, somebody can say something really triggering that does move you from where you need to be. And I bet you have done it. I can feel the deep shit that I went into tonight. Something that I'll have said will have shifted somebody from feeling sorry for themselves to doing something about it. And don't be hard on yourself if you're still needing to be in that energy. You'll be in it as long as you need to be. But let's hope this next card answers whatever action. There's a card in this called Take Time for a Nap. Even if it doesn't come out, it's time for a nap for someone. It's not me though. I'm watching Love Island after this. I'm watching Love Island again. It's not me actually. Right. Why? Oh, interesting. 31st of July may be significant. There's a 31 on the card. The fates. I'm going to read them both because today is the 17th and there's a 17 on the card. There's a fork in the road for someone. A pause. Why? Why? But you see, that's Pisces moon energy. Why? Why me? Why is this happening? 31 and then 17. Let's see how this ties in. Right. Oh, Charlotte, I've made you miss Love Island again. It's not the same about Jack. Say it's fucking boring. Sorry, that's how I feel. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sending love and prayers out that guy. If Jax, if your higher self's listening, I'm sending you healing and prayers. I'm worried for that guy. He does not deserve the shit he's been getting. Who the fuck's Delilah? Who is that? Is somebody new went in? I'm sorry. How, by the way, it triggered me, who's Delilah? Oh, right. Why Delilah? It's delayed. I get it. I thought somebody called Delilah had went to Love Island, Charlotte. How fast did that girl move on? Like, that fucked me off when I was watching it. Because it's like that. So actually, can I just say, that's why he was right to do that. That's why he was right to do what he done. Because look how quickly she fucking dropped him. I'm sorry, but I was like, wow, that can't have been real on her part. Sometimes it's just people's star signs, to be honest. I'm not going to mention what star, but it's like, actually, that doesn't make sense in my theory because he's a Taurus. I was going to say some of the more sort of passionate signs are more, nah. I think that's an ADHD thing. He's an all or nothing type of guy, and he definitely fell for real, and she did not. That's what I'm going to say. Right, so motives, driving, intention, the power of knowing the why. There is great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Think about it. I don't often ask a question, but I did actually ask, what is the action that somebody needs to take? Now, bear in mind, this might not be for you, but you'll know if it's for you. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. It's a little bit like, I suppose that's what I was teaching there about asking for a sign. Well, what are you asking for a sign for? Is it an answer to something? Is it confirmation of something? Like, get clear about that. What's your intention for asking for this sign? Like for me in general, I can't really remember. Oh, no, I can't. I'm talking shit. See, I can't lie. I do remember roughly why I was asking for particular signs. But depending on what you're asking, you can kind of get the runaround a bit. You can get a bit tricked if you're not meant to know. That's, yeah. When it's a bit kind of like if you keep shuffling the tarot or the oracle cards because they're not giving you the answers that you want, it's better you just put them down and go and fucking watch Love Island or do something else. Do you know what I mean? Like, get out your own head. When you're clear about it, your intent, oh look, now they're about to say something that I was just saying. When you're clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. We don't always know why we engage in our relationships in the way we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. Now is the time to reorganize whether you're being triggered by someone else, I was just talking about triggering, or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in the past. Oh, and you've just, wait a minute, Charlotte, what did you say about Paige? I know it's because it's slow. It's so annoying how slow this is. That's hilarious. I thought, imagine somebody called Delilah goes in. She's been cheated on before, so I think it's triggered her. Yeah, absolutely. It is, but it's kind of like yeah, it's a bit of an old funny one though, isn't it? That I think there's a lot of confusion. I mean, it's a free-for-all, isn't it? None of them are going out, but it's, by the way, it kind of means nothing even when they do call themselves girlfriend and boyfriend in there. They're probably just trying to race to get the 50 grand. It's never the ones that, well, sometimes it is the ones that become boyfriend and girlfriend first, but anyway, we'll just see. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? And why did I say that? And spend some time in introspection. That's very Pisces moon right now. The answers may be surprising. So this is like when I said a lot of twin flames have been sitting, divine masculine energies in particular, going over why did I behave like that? Interesting what you're talking about there as well, actually. And this can be for men or women, or whatever you identify as. Listen to the messages from your intuition, from the knowing deep within you. What does it tell you about yourself and others? In the end, life is all about being loved. Oh, there's the same cards, the same message from a different deck. Miracles and deep underlying of your needs and how to get them met are buried treasures of the why. That's why it's so important that we reprogram our beliefs and get right down to the bottom of why do I feel like that? And it's always to do it. And then that was kind of, well, it was very connected when I said, it's very important, you know, that where possible, you realize that when you're talking to children, that you're shaping their beliefs for the future. Because a lot of our limiting beliefs will come from, it could be something as simple as you were asking a question and nobody answered you. Like, and although the, you know, hopefully most of the time, like people won't have been meaning to do that. Oh, sorry, Ben, a bit too much there. It happens because nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? You're not going to catch every single question that a kid has for you. If you do, you deserve a gold medal, but do you know what I mean? It's pretty impossible. Knowing the motives behind your career and creative ventures is the ticket. This is a prosperity message. Is the ticket to your greatest success. It's time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by desire to serve? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by a need to make money, acquire things, save for the future, or all of these? Again, new earth energies, it's really about doing what you love and helping people. Like, look, tonight, like, I'm come on being of service. And again, a lot of the time I can't be arsed doing donation reads because, yeah, I just have to have the energy to do it. But it was like, I was really feeling like somebody needed specific help, but nobody appears to be needing specific help right now, but it's probably because the general messages are answering. So, you know, you don't kind of know the vibe of it, but it's like I'm showing up to help people. So I don't always know why I'm showing up. I just show up. And so there's a good example of what this card is saying. It's not about showing up for the money. It's about showing up because, well, for me, it's like I'm guided by the divine. Like I do what I'm guided to do. And you get repaid in other ways. And sometimes it's not always money because I'm a rebel against money and it's like, it'll just be something nice happening to me. No motive is good or bad, but having agendas hidden from yourself will lead to disappointment or possibly failure. Be clear about why you want the things you do. If the motives are true, accept them. If they're not, change them so you can step into your extraordinary life. Oh, and that's like when I was saying jumping timelines and quantum leaping. We're going to be doing some of that tomorrow. Well, not literally tomorrow. I can move people fast, but maybe somebody is doing it tomorrow. This is if the message was in reverse, but we didn't pull in reverse. But I'm going to read it because it always makes sense to someone. Sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you towards a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. For example, you may want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire is not really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better because fame would cause people to admire and approve of you. Not the right reasons, is it? I think there's lots of people in the public eye that have done that and sold their souls, and well, it's not really going to work out for them in the long run. Or you may want to reunite with the partner who rejected you because you believe that your love continues to be strong. But deep down, what you really desire is to have the last word with that person. Now, isn't that interesting? That is not twin flames unless you've, been thinking somebody's your twin flame and they're karmic. That is possible. So again, this is why if you are confused about it, go to somebody that can help you with that, because I have helped people with that. But some people wouldn't want to, you see, because they'll be so attached to the trauma bond that they'll want to believe somebody is that person. But point blank, if they're treating you like absolute shite and you're going back to the same person, they're cheating on you all the time, you're letting it happen, that's twin flame journeys are painful in a different way. You know what I mean? It's the separation of being away from each other, growing and learning on your different journeys, and then returning. If they start treating you like that when they turn up, then that's a different story. But that doesn't happen with twin flames. These are karmic situations that I'm describing. But that feels like when controlling karmic partners want to keep a hold on someone, regardless of gender, just out of control. Basically, that nails it. Do you know what I mean? Or it's kind of like, for a less kind of stronger example would be actually, I can think, so I'll finish what I was saying. It's kind of like when people try to keep a marriage together for the kids, or to not have a failed marriage. Like, if you're only doing it so you've not got a failed marriage or a broken home, then that's not the right reason. You need to stay together because you're in love with each other and setting a good example for your children. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, it's going to trigger people, but it's true. These are old paradigms, and I'm here to create new ones. That's what people from the new earth are here. People, builders of the new earth, are creating, which is pretty much everybody that would stay from the beginning to the end of this live stream. You're one of them people. You know what I mean? You're doing that by being you, and you're helping other people create that. Because other that will trigger the file will know what I hear that, they'll be like, I'm off, but they won't be listening at this point. Now is the time for, they're giving me, right, another example would be with your twin flame, when somebody doesn't, that's a good one, doesn't reach out to the other person. Hope everyone has a great week ahead. Peace out. Yes, love you too, Michelle. Have a lovely week. When the other person doesn't reach out to one, not because, basically out of pride and ego. So if that is it, so say people have done the healing work, but it's kind of like, I'm not reaching out to them first because I want them, because then it's like they've won. That's coming from ego, and that's, we'd say somebody's got more work to do. So because what's more important, that you win or that you get the happiness that you deserve? Because really you're losing in it. So I don't know what that's going to mean to someone, but I do get it. Now is the time for deep soul searching of the why that drives your choices. What you uncover will set you free and bring you ever closer to the happiness you seek. And I didn't know that I was going to say that there. Right, 17. Let's see what 17 is. Oh, and it just opened up at the fates. Right. Fate, karma, acceptance, that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. So bear in mind, the question again to guide people was the action you need to take. So there's a lot of questioning and why things happened. And this is now saying fate and karma and all that. So very interesting. Fate, karma, acceptance, that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. This is very Pisces moon energy. Oh my God. And this is the one with Serenity Prayer. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. Oh God, and I was just channeling about control. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and the work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Relationship message. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. How beautiful is that with what the downloads I got from those films? Like, look at that. I mean, I need to read that again. You can't change who people are. You just love them. That's the thing that stuck out to me in that film. Because that's the thing. Some people are testing you. And you're testing, I'm not going to say you and your twin flame are testing each other. That's the point of that. But we do it with everyone. To be like, they're not going to, and I don't mean put up with like, you know, putting up with somebody cheating on you and shit like that. That's a whole different ballgame. Again, each to their own. It's like, you know, it's different ways in which someone will push you away to see how much you love them. And again, sometimes you have to have boundaries there and you love them from afar for a while. I've spoken about all this before. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Again, at some point, you have to do that on the twin flame journey. Love unconditionally. For each of us in our own journey is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you're meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. That nails the twin flame journey. But you have to have the trust that separation's for a reason. And if you are right about who your true twin flame is, the fates will bring you back together. I know it's having a crazy kind of trust, but that is really the long and short of it. Your experience, and it goes for anyone else that goes for, but let's face it, that's who it's going to be for the people that hang around to listen to this. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You're being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there's an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, or you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it. The last deck I'm using is the surrender deck, because that's Pisces moon. And the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. Protection message for whoever it's going to resonate with. It's difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Wow, that's blown my mind, because that's exactly why I started doing this live stream, because I could feel there was people out there needing this message. Fate is a mystery after all, and that's Pisces energy. It's a big mystery. Yet what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now, wait a minute, let me see what song's on, because if rise up, nothing, I'm not singing, nothing's going to stop us now. Starship, the one at the end of Mannequin. My inner child's loving that shit. Rise up to greet our destiny as well. Now is one of those, oh, you didn't even see it. The light went out, that's like, just trust me, it was that. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain circumstances and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that, because remember, in Pisces moon, we don't see it to believe it, we believe it to see it. For the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. Right. Love it. I trust whoever needed that got the message. And for people that it was specifically about love, what we added message do we need onto that? Is the surprise card going to pop out? Oh, look. What the fuck's going on with the marriage shit, guys? Again, could be literal marriage for people, but it's usually about union. A marriage of souls and is a union of two divine counterparts blending together, because the chemistry is still there. There's a lot of forgiving and learning going on, and intensity. I mean, it's everything now. It's just repeating message. So let's just see what this says. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, because we're dealing with twin flames. You're shitting me. It's 11:44. Well spotted, Charlotte. I normally spot it, but you were meant to do that for me tonight. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. Guys, I mean, that's really pretty crazy that I said that. I'm always saying something. If you pay attention, I'm always saying something significant at 11:44. So thanks for noticing that, Charlotte. And of course, twin flames are intense. They are. But it's worth it. It's worth it for intense chemistry. Who wants fucking in fact, never mind boring chemistry. Is there such a thing as boring chemistry? You've either got it or you haven't. Give me intense chemistry any day. That's why once you've experienced that with your twin flame, anyone else you try to fucking create that with, it's not the same. And if it is, it's kind of devil lust kind of. You might have a good time with them, but like as in a good night. But I'll be like, yeah, that actually wasn't as satisfying as my twin flame. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. Right. Enlightenment. It's all part of that. You get the great highs and the great lows because it's about your spiritual awakening. There's the surprise card out of all those fucking cards. I told you. Sorry, I'm being a dick. But again, that means see, I just call myself out. Like, that was being a dick there. I hate when people say, I told you so, I hate it, and I said it. But I also hate the word hate. I'm just saying all the things I don't like. But do you mean it's none of us are perfect? And it's about, when I'm saying that, oh, I'm being a dick, it's about being able to admit when you've been a dick, both people. You know what I mean? And then move on. It's all part of the enlightenment process. With enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize that we're one with the divine. And that's why that card came up in the subconscious. When both people get it, what the whole fucking painful ride's been about, all the pain involved, all the drama, you just learn to see it like it was a fucking TV soap opera. You may be about to be surprised. I think that's about somebody's growth, by the way. You're about to be surprised with everything that's been going on behind the scenes, whatever that, because that's what Pisces moon is. It's hidden. It's secrets. And I think a lot of us are programmed to think there's secrets are a bad thing. Doesn't mean everything you hear is going to be amazing, but it's like, you know, I think there's good surprises coming. Anyway. It's been another 4. It's not been quite 4, or has it? Is it 3.5 hours? Oh, why can't I count? It's not been 4 hours yet, has it? 3.5 hours. What do we need to surrender to? I'll let one fly out, that one, and I'll look at the bottom of the deck. Of course, it's resentments and passion. Of course it is. It just ties. I love it. It's not me. I'm just delivering the message. It just delivers the message that needs to be heard. Surrender resentments. Let that shit go. Whatever you're beating yourself up about, let it go. Because you can believe that your twin flame has let it go. The minute you let it go, your twin flame, you know what I mean? That's how it works. But also where you've got resentment towards your twin as well. Again, it's different for different people. Or it could be that it's not even nothing to do with your twin. It's fucking resentment you're holding other people's, blocking the passion wanting to come your way. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive. I'm being a dick again, but I'm just to emphasize the point that I was going on about forgiveness. This is talking about forgiveness again, because Pisces moon is unconditional love. It is forgiveness. It's about let it go. I think sometimes people get confused with what surrender and let it go means. Just because you're letting something go and you're forgiving someone, it doesn't mean. So this is specific about karmic situations. It doesn't mean that you're inviting them back in your life again, whether that is lovers, ex-lovers, friends, family, you know, whoever else I haven't mentioned. No, it can be that you let them go and you forgive them, but you've got boundaries and you don't let them back in your life, but you don't hold on to the poison, the bit, because people that do that, we all know people like this, right? These will be our karmic energies. They'll still sit about and gossip about you, or they'll sit about and they'll just sit about and talk about you, and they'll gossip and they'll bitch, and it's people that make fun of other people because they've got fuck all going on in their life. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. That's people that are bitter and resentful and need to just let it go. People that have been, it's usually people, and again, this is what happens to people in the twin flame journey, but it's other people that aren't in the twin flame journey. People that can see something for what it is, even if they're the one who are backstabbed, betrayed, and hurt, and they can get back to their joy, get back to their passion, get back to what truly matters and love. These are people that don't hold on to bitter and resentment. That it's like, listen, I'm an Aries, so I know it better than anyone, right? When somebody hurts me, it hurts like hell. And I'll know whether to be like, nah, I'm done, you know, and it's usually I'll taken a lot of shit. And that's why I suppose I mentioned that about Closer, the film Closer. So it wasn't necessarily, that was definitely not about how I feel about the twin flame journey, because I think I've made that crystal clear. That for me was about other people that have hurt me in my life, that it's like, I'll take it. And then it's like, nah, sorry. That was the bottom line for me. See you later. But I can still love people. I can love, you know, wish people well and want them to be happy and genuinely mean it. But what I've found is it's so sad. People can be so suspicious of that. I've told a story before about the end of my counselling course, when it was this guy had actually, funnily enough, been a total dick to me. But he hadn't got the hours he needed. We both hadn't got the hours we needed for, you know, doing the counselling work. And he managed to take on 2 placements, and he did manage to get the hours he needed before the course ended. And I basically, you know, said in front of everyone, I was like, you know, well done. That took a lot. That must have taken a lot. Like, you must be fucking knackered. And I meant it. And you know, he just gave me the funniest look ever, like I was lying. And it's like, what did I have to gain at that point when my whole life was going down a fucking toilet? That was my dark night of soul. It was just me being me. I actually now feel it was basically the fucking God speaking through me. You know what I mean? But it was just, yeah, it's so sad that some people just will, you could be really genuinely unconditionally love it, like there's nothing in it for you. Like at that point in my life, there was like, I could just keep my mouth shut and fought for myself. But obviously somebody up there felt he really needed to hear that, even though the guy like says they've been a total dick to me again. But that was fucking years ago. I forgive that person. Certainly didn't feel like that in the moment when it was being a dick to me, but you know what I'm saying. It's let it go. Don't, so wherever you're holding on to the pain, don't hold on to it. You're stopping positive situations from coming towards you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Easier said than done, guys, but that was a strong message. And finally, twin flames. Surrender to passion. Get out your head and feel the fire in your belly. I love it, because this is, I didn't ask for a sign actually, but this is giving me the sign that I have to do the fuck it, let's go challenge tomorrow. So like start, you know, I'll probably do it for the next 5 days. Surrender to passion. Get out your head and feel the fire in your belly. This is about divine masculine energies that are in their head about when's the right time to come forward, what do I say, what do I do, blah, 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 or whatever, all these different things that go over in somebody's head. And I'm talking about divine masculines that went through the deeper healing, although it never stopped. You know, it's this is what this is about. It's like about jumping into the, oh yeah, this is what they were saying to me when I woke up as well. It's this comes through all the time. Is that it's basically, we all want to know what's going to happen, don't we? But it's like you don't actually find out the rest until you take a leap of faith in your business, until you take a leap of faith to your twin, until you take a leap of faith with changing the way you allow people to treat you. So for instance, with what I just channeled there, if people are treating you like crap, whoever they are, cut it out. Doesn't matter how long you've known them. If they've actually shown you how much they respect you, which with what I was channeling is not very much, then you know what you need to do, you know, and you're only going to do that when you're ready to. Because I'm the same, you know, I took a lot of shit where I shouldn't have, and then I was like, whoa, well, wait a minute, I don't deserve this. And then you have to, you know, do something about it. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Right, wherever that meant stuff to you, I hope that helped you tonight. Hopefully I sleep now, because that was a long one, but I'm going to, like I say, I'm going to go watch Love Island. And I think it really does mean something that I know it's 11:54 here, but I looked at my clock that's fast and it says midnight, and that reminds me of the 0 point, and it's a reset, you know, it's like going back. Oh, now I'm hearing the scientist go, you know, back to the start or whatever it is. I think, no, it's called The Scientist. But anyway, it's the song that's at the end of Wicker Park, which I channeled months ago, which by the way, so maybe someone needs to watch that, and don't ask me what one it was because it was months ago, but maybe that channeling was going to be relevant to whatever. But yeah, can't be bothered going into all that again. But basically that thing that I channel at times is about an emotional reunion, actually. Yeah, it's about an emotional reunion of people that have been apart for years. So it is very relevant. So anyway, I'm done. Put a fork in me, I'm done. Good night. I love yous. I can't see the chat. Let me just see. Yeah, nobody's commented. So sorry if anybody comments after I'm gone. But like I say, I hope you sleep well. If you ask for your sign, let me know when you get your sign, whenever. Love to hear it. That was fun. And yeah, you know where I am if you need to book a session. Just email the email that I'll put below at some point. And other than that, catch you tomorrow at some time if you're catching up with that shit. Just try to work out how to end this. This is what happens every fucking time. You're very welcome. Sleep well, Charlotte. Enjoy Love Island. We can catch up on that the next time I'm on. I might publish that video. I'll just tune into that. I'll ask for a sign. I don't know if it's time for it to be released yet. See you later.